Hello everyone, we are here with Yes Your Grace. This is part 2 for us. We're about 4 hours into the game, maybe 3 hours. We're going to see what happens today. It's a wonderful experience. It can get dark in places, so please be aware. Look up the content warnings for this game if you haven't already. But we're going to head into it. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Let's go! And thank you so much to everyone in chat doing the little YouTube emotes. That's so cute. I appreciate you all. Here we go. Oh, I love the soundtrack for this game too. I love it. Okay, let's continue. This is a Twitch tattoo. So my theme on Twitch used to be storm clouds. So this is very, very old and very outdated. I think I got it maybe in 2022. So not that old. Just 3 years, I think. Right, friends, here we go. We're in game. This is the start of week 13. I've never noticed that one. To be fair, I don't have my arms out very often, so I'm not surprised. But have you seen this one? And then I've got the little birds here. I've got quite a few on this one, I think. Sorry, Sonny. I'm sorry. You'll get them back. You will get them back. I believe. We have to... How much? Okay, so we've got 19 gold. We've got 56 wheat. Shall I go down here? I think this is probably the best place to be. And then we've got 194 army. Oh, yes, because everything went wrong at the last part, right? I knew you had the burbs. I think I might get them remade into bats, you know? I think I might. I think I might. Sorry, Alfie. It was worth scaring you. And you did well, too. You did good. You did good. Right, let's talk to the general. Let's get in there. The general has returned, and what I will do is I will move fishing to above my head, so hopefully it doesn't get in the way for anyone. Where is it? Excuse me. Fishing! There it is. Put it here. If that's annoying, someone shout at me. You have an insane amount of food? How has this happened? Do you know? The situation got pretty hot. It wasn't possible to avoid bloodshed. Nonetheless, we have secured Lord Etton's dustwares. That's a good thing, right? Did you take a food loan? No, I don't think so. I haven't done any of the loans so far. I just don't think I'm spending food. I was not expecting that voice just now. I'm gonna have to do more. I'm gonna have to do more voices. Your Grace, I hear y'all. Oh, I hear y'all fight with the beast faced. What? We are preparing for the battle with Redovia. You heard well. The name's Violet. My elders have fought with the beasts many years before me. I heard they brought some Redovian dog here to your castle. They say you keep him in the dungeon. I want to help you with these nasty beasts. I'll give you men and resources. 3 gold and 150 army. In exchange for the red dog. No dog, no army. I cannot make it any simpler. Why do you need him? So far, I don't think there's a problem with doing a little bit of trading, some army. I found a cute washcloth set with stars and moons on them, and my sister and the sister of my friend used to have a little shop with hand crocheted rattles and mobiles and such. And she would take a private order from us. Liz, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. Package for the newborn should be good with some gift cards added. Do you know what gift cards you're gonna get as well? I don't think I got over 10 gold today. Wait. In the fishing? I bet you will. I bet you will, because there are some good fish on there, and I believe in you. Willow, enjoy grabbing your drink. I actually forgot to bring up my drink today, so you're doing better than me. Why would you need him? Him. I'll teach him a lesson, is all. I reckon we should make an example out of him. Show his dog brothers what happens to those who take a little step too far. That'll keep him at bay. Alright. He's all yours. Do as you please. No one's fished Karlak yet, Mountain Lassie. Do as you please, but you can spare me the details. Fantastic. I'll take it slow. Make sure he knows I'm there. Oh, and one more thing, Your Grace. My deal is off the table if you ever help any of these dogs. Make no mistake about it. I read mackerel as meerkat. It's the way. It's the way. You caught a meerkat, you know? You caught a meerkat. Oh, also, that reminds me, thank you, Stream Elements. Let me just take off the Silent Hill timer, because... Have I already? No, there it is. There are content warnings in this game, but not as bad as Silent Hill. Different series within Discworld? Oh, those individual series should be read in order theoretically, but I read the Weird Sisters series out of order and was fine. I like that. I think that's such a good way to write a series, right? Drugstores and food ordering services. Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Oh my gosh, that is a fantastic idea. And a cream that comes recommended from my cousin. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. I remember something. Sorry, Dylan, tell me more. You need to go talk to your boy at the gate. Oh, yes. Thank you. And well done for catching Discord, just as we were talking about it, too. Drag, how are you doing? Welcome in. I'm so sorry. I got caught on Dylan, but I shouldn't. I'm going to say I've found a letter. The letter was on very finely decorated parchment. Do you know where it could have come from? Let me think. Well done for catching Chloe. 'Tis not from my lands, your grace. It ain't strange. Oh, no, it ain't signed. That's strange. Strange and rude. And I have this animal tooth. I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? Oh, that's one bit of a tooth. 'Tis beautiful is all I can tell you, your grace. I'm sorry I'm not much help. Okay, fine. Fine, that'll be all for now. Let's talk to our little daughter, and then let's go and speak to... What's his name at the gate? Simon? Your grace? I come to you with a special request. To turn Stapper into a prince, I need to lift his curse. I've researched a bit more into it. I think you're the youngest one of us who can read Sadani. Well, I made Danica read it for me. I already love him as hard as I can. I squish and tickle his tummy all the time. Oh no. But now I need to make him rich. Your grace, may I please request 1 piece of coin? I'll pay it back, I promise. A piece of gold to make the hedgehog rich? Oh, go on then. You are my favourite daughter after all. I mean, not that I have favourites. I am just the king after all. Don't lose it. Thank you, your father. Your efforts will not be forgotten. I also need to find a black rooster with a saddle. Do you know where I can find one? Oh, my silly pickle. I honestly don't know. But that's fine, my king. I shall find one myself. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Also, Audrey needs to talk. I think we should check in with Lurs, your grace. We have done some tasks for him, so he might be ready for an alliance now. All right, so let's send out a little invitation to Lurs. Let's go to the gate as well. Let me get down from this throne. I forgot about that. Oh, it was the other day. Yes, you did catch Discord the other day. So it wasn't now. That's cool. That's cool. A lot of people have trouble getting caught on me. This is true. This is true. We sometimes it just is the way. You didn't send it? Did I not? Are you sure? I pressed invite. Did that not work? Hello, General. Your Grace. Have a look at this letter. I have found this in the gardens. It has unique decoration. Do you recognize it? No, Your Grace. I have never seen such elegant writing either. I can ask around to see if anyone in the village knows anything. Do you want me to? Oh yeah, go on then. Please do. 2 weeks he's gone for. Please do it discreetly, and don't mention it's about Talus's death. We don't want anyone to find out we have a lead. Come and see me in the throne room if you find anything. Yes, Your Grace. That's all. I'll be on my way. Keep up the good work, Stan. Oh, it's Stan. Yes, Your Grace. Right, what did you say? If the pigeon's still at the bottom, it hasn't worked? Thank you. I did that. I wonder why it didn't work the first time. Thank you so much, because that would have been a whole wasted week. I love the castle setup. Me too. I think it's wonderful. They said the thing. They said the thing. They say the thing a lot in this game. I cannot lie. How are you doing, Drac? Welcome in. Quote of the day of the Baldur's Gate 3 companion. Who would be the best babysitter? Now, the question is, who would be the best babysitter, but also who would I trust to look after my children? I think Karlach would be the best babysitter, but she'd have to have a couple of lessons ahead of time, I think. Oh, no, Will. Of course, Will. Why did I forget about Will? Yeah, Will is 100%. Yeah, Will. 100% Will. Lae'zel? Lae'zel would eat the child. There's no way Lae'zel would not eat the child. Don't get me started, but it would happen. Let's go to the next week, I think. Oh, I should see what the pigeon has brought. The craft will flourish, no man can stop. In the middle of the night we shall meet, for the dust spreads fastest in the sandstorm. Can you make sense out of it, Audrey? I'm afraid just as much as you, Your Grace. Something tells me it's to do with the oracle dust, though. We should pass this on to Lers or Eton. It's your call, Your Grace. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe he turns them into a fighter. Well, or Minsk. Because Minsk... I don't know. I only know about Minsk and Boo from that very brief scene that I got with them, unfortunately. I've already read the letter. Right, next week. He comes with a pet? That's true! Boo is... Yeah, you're right. You're right. Tom, thank you so much for the sub.
Tom
Thank you for your 22 months.
Ashley 11 Rainbow Heart Love.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely day. And thank you so much for the sub. That's so kind. Yes, Vix, completely agree. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for joining the team as well. And thank you so much for getting it downloaded. I really appreciate you. Let us know how you get on. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I really like Monstrous Regiment, which is a standalone story. There's some of the characters from City Watch series show up. I've started something, haven't I? I'm going to have to go and read a bunch of books. I'm not disappointed in it, I don't think. Oh, Lizelle turns them into a fighter if they tough baby. They will be tough baby. If they are my baby, they will be tough baby. Hey, Abs, welcome in. How are you doing? You should get the stables. I'm not going to question you. I'm just going to do it. And while we're here as well, let's do the carnival because I do have the food. So we may as well start from the bottom and work up, I think. Thank you again, Tom. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the sub. That is really kind of you. Thank you. And I do add everything that we get onto the Keep Streaming goal too. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to move this up here so I can click it out of the way. I still have one Terry Pratchett book I haven't read simply because it's the last one. You can't read it. You can't read the last one. You can't. Oh my gosh, Liz, are you ever going to get around to it? I so know that feeling though. Oh, Abs, I'm so sorry. Apparently it might be COVID. We'll take a test in a day or two. Please let us know. And please stay safe. And please keep eating, drinking, sleeping. Look after yourself. I appreciate you, Tom. Thank you so much. I really do. It's been a wonderful 22 months and I've loved every second of it. And thank you for sticking around as well because I know Genshin is no longer as on the table, but I keep getting the urge. It's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Oh, Vix, tell me. Karlach's not too bad, but too high a risk that they end up in hospital from making a ramp on top of the house. Oh my gosh, I can imagine them doing like parkour off the roofs. You're so right. You're so right. I was supposed to return to... Was that today? Oh my gosh, Abs, I'm so sorry. You'll get there. You will get there. You'll get back, I believe. But I'm so sorry that's the case. Also on a Genshin break, we're in sync. We got it. We got it going. We'll get back. Tom, we'll get back into Genshin. We'll thrive. We'll do all of the killing. I need to get up to date with the new Archons as well, because I think there's like 2 new Archons or something since I last played. Are they not called Archons? Am I too, like, obsessed with Arc? You've been on a gaming break since November 2024? Abs! That's such a shame. What was the last thing you played? Because there's been a few things. Lurs is here. We've also got a merchant, a peasant, another peasant, a pigeon. Let's have a look at the pigeon first. Dear Eric, I hear that I'm already too late to marry your daughter. We had some struggles, but we'll be ready within 14 weeks. I believe we can explore other options, and I hope you'll keep to your promise. No, not our little... Discworld again! Oh my gosh, I really hope that does not mean our middle child is being married off. They'll come and get another daughter. The new Pyro Archon is making me want to jump back in. Right? It's so exciting. I keep seeing stuff on the periphery, and like... I want to jump back in, but it's you know when you I just feel like there's so much to catch up on. Do you know when it's like sunk cost fallacy? There's almost too much. Or Discord again. We're getting quite a lot. It's because it knows that we're talking about it. It knows. My kids would totally have some crazy and dangerous idea that Karlach would be down to do it, right? But to be fair, if your kids were hurt, she'd be straight on it. She would be very much looking after them. Me, peasant? You know peasant, Willow. You queen. Mostly Persona, that makes sense. Persona Royale 5. Do you know what? Since the last time, Abs, you were here, I think Alfie has finished Persona 3. He's finished the game. I think. I might be wrong. I'm getting jealous. You need to keep going. You need to keep... Cat, thank you for catching a nugget. I haven't been on the board where they write down what we were doing for the shift all week, but I didn't think much about it until Thursday when they said over our headsets that a bunch of people had been given holiday last week, but not told us about it, so some were still going in and not meant to be there. Oh no! Oh gosh. Princess Snoo Snoo, I love your name. Is it a Futurama reference? Welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. Welcome. Why that so much? Wait. Oh, I don't know. The wet Christmas sock is worth a bit. To be fair, Mike added that one in, so that might be worth it. Yes, Willow. ADHD riddled lesbian queen. That is you. Sorry, Abs. I'm sorry. At which point I wondered if that's why I've not been on the board, so I checked, and yes, I was meant to be off work last week. No one told you? Wait, so did you work the whole week? But you were supposed to have holiday? Did you get paid twice? Did you get paid holiday and to work? Not sure if I mentioned it here, but I finished Metaphor ReFantazio by the same company that does the Persona game. It was so good. I've heard really good things about it. Is it good? Did you enjoy it? I don't like fishing. I only catch trash. I'm sorry. Me too, though, for what it's worth. I don't remember the last good thing I caught. It is. I'm doing good. How are all of you? We're doing well. I can't say for everyone. I'm doing okay, thank you. How is everyone else in chat? But welcome in. It's lovely to see you. Are you a fan of Yes Your Grace? I am a bit yappy sometimes. I do waffle on, but I do like this game too. I loved it. I've never played the Persona game, but this one makes me want to try them. I keep seeing it's like 50% off on for the physical game copy, and that is hugely tempting. Hugely tempting. I can't add it to the list. There's too many games on the list. There's too many games. I've been hugely entertained by the strings of my hoodie for the last 20 minutes. They're fun. Especially if they're ones that can kind of go back into the string. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to change my username. What are you going to change it to, Sunny? I worked all week but was meant to be off. I don't get paid twice. Oh, they've given me the holiday back. Now I have to go in tomorrow, sit down with the store manager and get him to book me another week off. At least you get to book it on a day or a week that you actually do want to do it as well. Thank you, Willow. I shouldn't do the things with my hands. Got some things done this weekend. John, what kind of stuff have you got done? I want it, unless you don't want to talk about it, that's okay too. I want to get Metaphor, but my priorities are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Spider-Man 2, Last of Us Part 2. Are you going to is Part 2 remastered yet? Or is it just Part 2 still? Handy, Amelia. I hope I'm handy. They're going to come and get another of our daughters. In 14 weeks? Do I have to keep count? That's too soon. We need to gather an army. We need to make alliances and hope Ivo will help us. 14 weeks. All right, we've had a little pass out. Just a little pass out. We've woken up in bed. There we are. We're right here. This is our bedroom. You're awake. You gave us all a big fright indeed. Redovia is coming. 14 weeks. We need to make allies prepare for battle. Calm down. You're fretting worse than me. Everything's going to be fine. We've got plenty of time to prepare. The doctors say you're worrying too much. If you were younger, it wouldn't be too much of a concern, but at your age, you're more prone to the effects. You do need to take care of yourself. How can I do that? We have to prepare for battle. We have no army. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, that we must. But you do need to keep calm. Everything will be fine. Go on now. You still have work left to do. You're right. I'd better get on with things. Oh, this seems like a bad idea. Everything seems quite bad. I believe The Last of Us will release in April, but I want to pre-order because I'm that guy. Sometimes it's worth being that guy, you know? Sometimes it's worth it. And Vix, I know, right? I would not ever believe it. You would, like, what? It makes zero sense to me that they did that. I'm so sorry that is the case. And thank you again for the follow. I appreciate you. I would love to do Alan Wake. I need to do Alan Wake before I see spoilers for it, basically. Usually wake up in bed. You might usually wake up in bed. You never know. Mr. D, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome. Got some really nice curtains for my big windows from the shop, and they're up, and I'm switching around my shelves with my Funko Pops. John, if you ever want to post pictures of your Funkos in the Discord, please do. I love to see them. But I'm so pleased for you getting all of that done. Curtains are so hard to find as well. Curtains are so difficult because you want them to be perfect and it's so hard. But that's so cool. Alan Wake or the entire Remedyverse? Right, so I didn't know Remedyverse was a thing until I just said or the entire Remedyverse. So I'm going to say yes, but do I start with something else then? Do I not start with Alan Wake? I've never played Max Payne or Quantum Break, but I do like Control. Is Control in the same like world as Alan Wake then? Wait, don't tell me if it's a spoiler. I don't want to know. Start with Alan Wake 1, Quantum Break, Control, and Alan Wake 2 in that order. Reminder. Thank you for the hydration reminder, Mountain Lassie. I appreciate you. I need to go and get a drink. Unless Alfie very nicely is listening, but I also don't know where my drink is. I don't know. Thank you. Control is basically a ray tracing showcase demo. Do you know what? I played it on PC as well, so I didn't get to... My PC did not show off the full... I don't even know if my PC can handle ray tracing, I'll be honest. I was obsessed with Max Payne growing up. Oh, I don't even know what Max Payne is. I thought it was about spice, maybe? Drac, that's so interesting. Okay, well, I can definitely start with Alan Wake 1. 100%. I'm waiting for my name change to kick in. It's kicked in! Would you still like to be called the same thing, or would you prefer to be called Ruler Reach Fan? Please let me know. Ruler's Reach Fan. Please let me know what you prefer. No? Wait, what do you mean no? What do you mean no? Mine hasn't. Oh, it's not showing on your end? Have you refreshed the page? Let me have a look at this as well. When I did discover it on Thursday night, I got a call because I thought, ooh, maybe I just have Friday off since I was down for holiday. Asking me to do a double shift on Friday to cover for the people who've been given holiday? Have you handed your notice in yet? You can still call me Sunny. Thank you, Sunny. I will still call you Sunny. It's more cop detective than spy for Max, maybe. Max Payne. Got it. Thank you. I wasn't sure, you know. Thank you. I appreciate you. Max Payne is his family, wife, and kids. Oh, no. He's a cop and goes to take him down. Okay, maybe. Okay, I'm not going to lie. That does sound very good. They can be. I've been waiting for them to come to the charity shop for a while. One reason it's good to volunteer. That's so cool, John. I love that. And I bet they're amazing as well. It's Paybe now. It's Paybe. I feel like maybe this is just my Arrested Development brain, but maybe Paybe would be a good name for a child. Just saying. That Carlac can look after and boot across the rooftops. I love Alan Wake 1's atmosphere and story, but the gameplay's rough. Oh no. I can't do rough gameplay. You've seen me struggling with Silent Hill, although it's a little bit easier now. My username's an Owl House reference. I looked up Owl House the other day because I actually was not familiar with it at all. I haven't watched it yet, but I have looked it up. It's so backwards. I wish I'd hand in my notice, but soon I hope. You got to do what works for you, and if you've got another job lined up first, fantastic stuff. But yeah, sometimes you got to stick it out for just a little bit longer. But I believe in you, and we're going to get you through it. We are going to get you through it. Audrey's asked if we're feeling better, and I said, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. Did anything happen while I was gone? No, everything's the same. About the letter. We need to focus on gathering as many allies as possible in the next weeks. Invite lords and see how we can make alliances with them. While we're doing that, we should also focus on these evidence items for the royal trial. Question lords and see if any of these things lead us to the killer. I don't mean to cause you stress, but we only have 14 weeks. We're going to pass out again in a second. What's a Moorish? I don't know in that spelling, but when something is Moorish, you want a little bit more of it. Like, if you're eating snacks, sometimes snacks can be a bit Moorish because all you want is more. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Max Payne is basically the Punisher. I've never seen the Punisher. I'm sorry. I agree. We shouldn't get distracted with petty matters. Let's get to it. Alrighty. Let's get on our throne. It's Amore. What is Amore? Speak to Lurs. You have called for me, Your Grace. This secret message is for you. I found this message. Ah, perfect. I don't know what that was in reference to. I forgot. I'm going to say I found a letter. This letter is on very decorative parchment. Do you know where it could have come from? Decorations. Maybe it's more like a page from a book. Are you sure it's a letter? Yeah, I'm sure it's a letter. I can't help in that case. I know of no lords who illustrate their letters. I've done your tasks. I've done as you asked. Wonderful. We have stopped the growth of Etten's business. Oracle dust will still be about, but we have definitely helped reduce its spread. Unfortunately, there's a small problem in the way. With Etten not buying my spices, others have turned their backs on me as well. I can hardly make a coin now. That's why I have to start trading with the Radovians. This is treason! You're directly helping our enemy by making their soup spicier. Your Grace, let's not worry so much. If anything, I'm stealing their gold. I imagine they're not exactly aware I'm their enemy. Your Grace, the bottom line is I need gold, otherwise I won't be able to sustain my armies. The only other option I see is if you bought spices from me. I will need monthly installments, though. I need to keep my business running, or else I must wrap it all up. If you don't like any of these options, then I suppose we need to part ways. 3 gold a week? I think we could afford 3 gold a week. I think we're being strung up here, but I can do this. You have to cut the Radovians off from their supplies. This will hopefully lower their morale. Ah, very well. I will set up the necessary trade routes. Well, that's all for now. But we do get another 200 army as well, so this week has been very productive for us. Matt and Ozzy, see you soon. Thank you so much. And thank you for your question of the day as well. I will be thinking about this later too. Wait, what? FIFA used to have a story mode? I'd play FIFA if it had a story mode. Does it not at the moment? Yes, Vix, amazing stuff. Do you know what games are on your list of stuff to get or that you're looking forward to as well? Well, welcome in. Oh, Mr. D, I know nothing about Max Payne, so that, or Max Paybe as we are now calling him, but that is interesting. I want to take a look. If you like third-person shooters, I'm definitely a third-person shooter. I'm not a first-person shooter girl. But also, Alex Hunter, The Streets Remember. Is Alex Hunter's story in FIFA 17? Ooh. And that's not, can I still get to that, or is it like being completely revoked? Remedy always seems to be in financial trouble, similar to Larian before Baldur's Gate 3. Hey, we've learned some of the best studios are, right? You're so sunny. John, hello, how are you doing? Welcome in. I wish it was actually sunny. I'm very Silent Hill at the moment where I live. How are you doing? Welcome in. Princess Snoo Snoo, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Have a great day. It's lovely to see you. Thank you so much. You can still play it. The game's probably £2. These £2? FIFA 17. Oh, okay. Got it. Because it's FIFA 17, right? And not... Stores would probably pay to get it. Really? See, look. Drac and Dylan, you may be opposing sides, but there's a little bit of an overlap there. Just saying. Thank you, John. I knew what you meant. I was just making a joke. But it's so foggy for me at the moment. How are you doing? As you wish, Your Grace. Aww. Well, we said we didn't want to make deals with the Radovians. This alliance gives us many benefits, Your Grace. We should expect an increase to our income at the end of the week. Okay, I shall. Let's speak to this merchant. Let's see what they've got to say. Your Grace, I bring you a special thing of magical splendor. It is only worthy of a royal. No one else deserves this magnificent being. Your Grace, I present to you my... Can I say bird? May I please be able to say bird? Same guy? What guy? Say it. I mean, it's written on screen. Say it with your chest. I'm not allowed to. It's a bird. It's a bird. It's a bird. Thank you, John. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Tom, don't wait for it. Okay, ready? This, Your Grace, is my magical... I don't know if I can. My magical... And here he is. Don't let your eyes fool you. This ain't a regular... Your Grace. This has been enchanted. It can tell a lie from the truth, Your Grace. And when it senses a lie, it will voice its disapproval. I believe it will be a real asset to your throne room. It will help you lead better than any advisor. See, I'm no liar. The bird stayed quiet. I will only ever say it menacingly, Dylan. Only ever. Oh, thank you.
I don't understand. I don't know how to put it in.
Thank you. Alfie's just brought me a drink, which is very lovely of you, thank you, and said, I don't understand how the straw works. This is the straw. It goes in, and you close the lid, and that's how it works. Please do not buy the bird, he's definitely lying. I don't know if you can tell if a bird is, lying or not. Thank you for the W's for Alfie. Have you seen what it is? It looks like a chicken. There we go, all sorted. Thank you. And this is for Mountain Lassie's drink too. Thank you so much, Mustafa. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much, Mustafa Pizaya, for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you. Rooster. It's a rooster. It's a magical rooster. You will not catch me out today. You'll not do it. You'll not do it. How can I be so sure this thing works? Try it yourself, Your Grace. Tell a lie or truth. My name is Audrey the Fourth. I'm Audrey the Fourth. It's my real birth name. How much do you want for this thing? Only 18 gold, Your Grace. This is a very good price for a lie detector. Your daughter asked you for a rooster yesterday? I don't have enough money for it. Regardless, even if I wanted to, I can't afford it. I've only got 13 gold. Oh man, I guess I'll have to pass. She's got it. She's got a head shock. Storyline busted? No. Well, you know what, Loki, you get your wish. I'm excited to get that new Don't Nod game in 9 days' time. Forza Horizon 5 is coming to PS5 this spring. I want that too. A new game in the Mafia series. I feel like a reporter. A new game in the Mafia series comes out this summer, and I want that too. 2 Point Museum I want in March, and the new game in the Ghost of Tsushima series is coming out at some point this year too. I think that's all I know for now. I've also pre-ordered the new Assassin's Creed game too. Vix, that is amazing. You got so many things lined up. That's so good. I appreciate that so much. You could throw a wedding for 3 gold, 18 for a rooster. Yeah, that's too much for us. Besides, I'm not keeping a bird in my throne room. Radio voice, I hope you enjoyed it, Zoken. All I want this year is Silent Hill. F News? Wait, what? What? Thank you, Sonny. UE42. What is UE? What is UE? Oh, Unreal Engine. Sorry. Who is going to clean up this mess? Did he do a little poo? Fine, Your Grace. Your loss. I'm sure someone else will gladly take him. Wait, is it called F News? It will be the next mainline game set in Japan. Okay, right, because it reminds me so much of Ghostwire Tokyo, or rather Ghostwire Tokyo reminds me of Silent Hill. Oh, F! Is it called Silent Hill F? With a lowercase f? Why? Why? Ghostwire... What? That is so... It blows my mind. I don't understand. Ghostwire Tokyo rocks, underrated. I agree. But also, Silent Hill reminds me of it. So setting a Silent Hill in Japan means that I most likely will be playing that Silent Hill, because that sounds so good. Why is it called Silent Hill F? Now I want to know. Your Grace, the gods have cursed us all. The rain just won't stop. 2 people in our community have passed away. It's because of the floods, because we didn't protect the oak. It's all your fault. Your Grace, you're angering the gods. They will come for you. I have gold now. You could have asked nicely. What do you call it? I don't know if I should read that one out loud, Code Monkey. Silent Hill F0X. Is that's not the full name, right? Right? I love the trailer so much, but Dylan, that was bad timing. I love the trailer so much, but it's also my favorite series, so I'm biased. If you could only play one Silent Hill game for the rest of your life, what would it be, Drac? Code Monkey. I don't know if that's the kind of joke we would like to see here, but thank you for bringing it into chat. I'm just gonna get rid of that one for right now. How are you doing? Welcome in. If you want to tell us another joke, please feel free. Something very different. I love the trailer so much. I should have just read that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, he's back. Your Grace. May I have your audience, please? I went to do some fishing, like I always do, Your Grace. But as foolish as I am, I fell asleep. Yes. Stupid Stefan. I always have to mess everything up. Anyway, someone took my fishing rod, and now I have nothing. 'Tis the only thing I had left after my wife died. Oh, my sweet Anna. If she saw what a mess I am, she'd put me right into my place. It's all my fault, Your Grace. I only wanted me and her and the kids to have a good time. So I took everybody out on my boat, and then the storm came. And then it just flipped the boat upside down. How many people did you kill, sir? I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. When I woke up on the shore, they were all gone. So I wait every day and I fish to pass the time. And now I don't even have my rod. Please, Your Grace, spare the old man. If I could ask for a piece of gold, I swear I'll buy a fishing rod and nothing else. Oh, I kind of want to give him the 7 gold for new food and clothing, because he might genuinely need it, right? Go to the gallows with him. Just tell him to scram to the gallows. Thank you so much, Vix. I have played Last of Us before, and I just really want to play it again. But I'm very excited to see them. Got Ghost Runner for free on Epic, but never played it. I really like Ghost Runner. I'm actually a 505 Games. I don't know what the word is, but I am like a partner. I'm a 505 Games partner. So I've played Ghost Runner, I've played Control, and I really like them. So if there are any games that are by 505 Games that you want to see me play, do let me know, because I'll give them a go. I finished the first one. I'm not buying the expansion though. Ooh, why? You told him to do one when he asked for 1 gold for shoes last time. But I didn't have the money last time, to be fair. I am Mr. D. Hog, how are you doing? How have you been? I hope you're well. Welcome in. Thank you, Vix. I appreciate you lots. I think we give him money. I think this could be a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give him some new food and some new clothing. Take this gold and sort your life out. Oh, my sweet mother of gosh! I've never seen this much money. Thank you. You're my savior. I've not played Ghost Runner 2, but I've played Ghost Runner quite far into it, and I loved it. I had a good time with that game. I can finally buy some bread. You're welcome, Stefan. Take care of yourself. Oh, and should we send out a little invitation? Maybe someone else could come and join us, because we're doing all of the. We're trying to find out who we know and who we don't know, right? So maybe we ask Lena to come and see if she is possibly a decent person. I don't know. We'll have to check it out. Hope you're doing amazing. I'm doing good. Thank you. I'm glad you're doing well too. Hey, liking while I try and get Fallout 3 and New Vegas to work. Keep us updated. I really want to play Fallout again. I keep getting the little Fallout bug, but I really want to play Fallout 1 and 2 as well, and I have them both. I'm so tempted. I know. I'm not great with economics, and we are supposed to be preparing for war, Loki, but also at the same time, I will never tell someone that I will not feed them unless they want 1 gold for food, and then and for shoes, sorry. In that case, we will not do very much. I can sense Loki's kingly rage from here. We always gotta sense the kingly rage. Darling. I'll see you later. I think that's it. I think we can skip forward a week. I need to go and find our child, though. Right, so this is what we've got in here, okay? So we're getting some bits and pieces from everyone. We've got more food again, but we do have -3 from spices, -3 from Stan, and -16 for the upkeep. We must tax our subjects and conscript them into our armies. How dare you say such a thing? That sounds awful. Awful. And take their wheat? No, we may never. We may never. Oh, Alfie, you are tyrannical today. Azalea is our child. I'll talk to the general first. Your Grace, I haven't found out anything specific about the decorations from the letter, but the word has it that the kings of the north usually decorate their correspondence to show off their wealth. See you soon, Sonny. I appreciate you. Thank you for the BRB. Maybe some of our northern lords adopted this tradition. Thank you, General. If you find anything else, please do let me know. Bye, Stan. Doing a good job. The werewood of Fire Dash is king if I were her advisor. You can be my Audrey, Loki, and you can fire me. That's okay. I know we have some very pressing issues right now, but considering last week's incident, perhaps we should think about securing an heir, Your Grace. Years are passing by and none of us are getting any younger. If you don't have a rightful heir, Ivo will be next in line. He's not a bad person, but it's likely Deverne would just become a part of Atana. We're working on it. We're working on making an heir, if you know what I mean. At this age, it's not so easy anymore. Of course, 3 daughters is already plenty, Your Grace. Let me worry about this once we have dealt with Rodovia. Right, so annoyingly, our daughters aren't considered heirs. Interesting. Right, let's talk to Azalea first. Always to prioritize the daughters. Father, I was wondering if maybe we could practice the sword fighting again? Perhaps later, in the gardens. You said we could do it again, Father. Very well, I better keep to my promise then. Go on, warm up without me and I'll catch up with you in just a bit. Dylan, it's true, unfortunately. We've got some time before any assistance. I'm sure there's a herb or two we could try. I'm sorry I'm talking about this in front of my daughter. Great, I will see you in the gardens. Off she goes. I'd better check up on her. Talk to Lady Lena. We invited her in. Hello, Lady Lena. A pleasure to meet you, Your Grace. And my biggest concerns is about Talus, although I didn't like him at all. Anyway, Lers has explained your situation to me. I believe I can help. For something in return, of course. You see, you have something I want to give to my son. Someone, actually. I'd like your daughter, Azalea, to marry him. I believe this would greatly strengthen our relationship for years to come, and as a start, I would lend you my army. 300 fully equipped and trained against soldiers, all ready to stand against Rodovia. And along with the men, 4 gold and 5 supplies. So, what do you say? Oh, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good offer. I'm going to say let me think about it for now. I'll need some time to think this through. Of course, darling. Take as much time as you'd like. Just remember, Rodovia won't be waiting for you to get ready. Oh, no. Worth thinking about. What do you guys think? Do you think we should do it? What was the offer? We would marry Lady Lena's son, well, Azalea would, our middle daughter, for 300 army members, 5 food and 4 gold, or vice versa, 4 gold, 5 food. Selling off another daughter, yeah. I don't want to, but I think we might have to. I'm trying to get into the brain. Henry, if you're talking about Henry VIII, he was the bloodiest of kings. I think royal succession would have gone so much smoother over the centuries if we let the female heirs have just as much of a right. I agree. And he certainly wouldn't have cut off so many heads. Sorry, Alfie, I shall read things forwards this time. I'll read things forwards. Let's talk to a peasant. I think you're right, Osmo. I think that's genuinely what all the daughters in this game are for. And that's not ideal. This is not a good plan. Your Grace, our village was on fire last week and you helped us. The general arrived just in time. The chapel started to catch fire, but we managed to save it. I wanted to bring the greatest of blessings to you, Your Grace. We are forever in your debt. Well, I'm happy to hear this. I hope the rest of the village is restored soon. We're working on it, Your Grace. Thank you again. Goodbye, goodbye. Right. Let's go and invite another ally in. I'll make sure it works this time. And we'll go for Jovan. Because he's up the top here. That is the only reason. Let's head out and see our daughter. Resist, Dylan. You must resist. You can do it. I believe in you. And thank you, everyone, for fishing. Maya and Azalea. Hello. Who is Maya? Yes, father. Who's this? I see you've already found someone to practice with. Well, I'm not going to wait for you all day, am I? I haven't seen you before. Who are you? I wonder if she's anything to do with Rodovia. This is Maya. Remember when I sneaked out to the wedding party? The one you were not supposed to go to? Well, yes. Anyway, that's when I met Maya. We had fun at the wedding, and I thought it would be nice if she came and visited me. Your Grace. See, I can never get her. You're good with the sword. Who taught you to fight like this, Maya? My father's a swordsman. He showed me a few tricks. I'm guessing by her attire, she's got to be Rodovian, right? She's got to be Rodovian. And he lets you play with swords? Maya says you need to be ready for when the enemy strikes. And you never know when they'll strike. That's what my father says. Your accent. I can't quite place your accent. You're not from around here, are you? Monster, welcome in. Oh, sword friend. Sword friend. She's got good sock game. I do enjoy the socks. My parents are from Baravia. We're passing by and stopped in the capital for a couple of weeks. Well, that's awfully far from here. Where are your parents now? They have business in the market. They let me venture around. Yes, they're traveling merchants. Sort of. It's the Queen of Socks themselves. Hello, Monster. Welcome in. Please go and check out Monster if you haven't already. I need to put that back on the screen. I took it off, and it will not be for long. I will bring it straight back. There we go. Maya was showing me some fancy sword tricks she learned on her journeys. Interesting. A tradesman who knows how to fight. Not gonna lie, Nura. I'm thinking it too. Which also makes me feel like shipping Azalea off to be in the arms of another man. Not the best situation. Sunny, welcome back. You're welcome, Monster. I hope you're having a lovely day. I would love to meet your parents one day. Tell them they have my invitation. Oh, that's not a good idea. Thank you, Your Grace. I'll pass on the invitation. They'll surely be happy to visit. My pleasure. I wanted to ask about Sidani. Looking at you two, I think I know why Sidani wants to stab people. Is there any chance you talked her into it? So you've heard about the Stabber? Don't look at me. Sidani came up with the name. Sidani really wanted to practice with us, but to talk her out of it, we had to come up with something else she should do. You should be happy she's not running around with a real sword father. I'll leave you to it. I'll head off now. I don't think... Just don't cut yourselves. Oh, I think this is a bad idea, but I don't know if there's anything we can do about it. It's the biggest bowl today. Is it Super Bowl today? I'm eating some ramen. They're going to deep clean the kitchen because it's Super Bowl today and there's going to be a lot of people in my house. What kind of things... Oh, the One Piece. Well done, Nura. What kind of things are you going to get up to today, Monster? I've never done a Super Bowl party. Being from the UK, it's not too big here. Go Eagles. Eagles playing. Superb Owl. My favorite owl is the Superb Owl. It's Superb Owl Day today, allegedly. Monster, that's so cool. I did not know that. So, Dylan said I could send out my Gemroll. This place is really far away, but I think we should do it. Let's send out the Gemroll. Why would we not send out the Gemroll when he'll be back this time next week? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Oh, Eagles Chiefs. Got it. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Ooh. Don't celebrate, but the rest of the house does. I'm only in it for the food. I hear good things about Super Bowl food. I hear very, very good things about Super Bowl food. Remember the Tiny Bowl game? No, what is the Tiny Bowl game? Also, I feel like we need to come on to our wife a little bit. Hey, darling, how are you doing? What do you think about finding Azalea a prince? Lady Lena came... Oh, yes, the tiny rice bowl! Sunny! I appreciate your memory. I know what you mean. Rephrase that sentence. What sentence? What have I said? Sorry. Lady Lena came to me with a proposition. Azalea, she's still young. I thought we wouldn't have to think about it until after the battle. I know, I wasn't really sure what to tell her. She was offering her support in the battle if we agreed. Oh. Well, you know, when you like, you get your flat on, you come onto them. You don't, oh. We need to get our flat on with our wife. There you go, that's the rephrasing you get. That's the rephrasing. She was offering her support in the battle if we agreed. We need as much help as we can get. I know, Osmo, I just, you know when you just need to stop talking. Nice save. I'm gonna do some fishing to help me get over this sad moment in my life. But I don't want to let Azalia go yet. I'll leave the decision up to you, sweetheart. I don't want to give another daughter away. The first marriage went terribly. I don't want to repeat that. Well, she's gonna have to get married at some point. I know, this isn't entirely fair, but I don't want her to get married to a stranger. We'll find her someone more appropriate after the battle, I'm sure. Oh, that's a relief. It's hard to imagine losing 2 of my daughters in 1 year. You're not losing them. They're just getting married. I know. I'll invite Lady Lena and let her know what my decision is. Is there a way to like... Hey. No, I don't, unfortunately. Can someone make this reading more entertaining? Lurking is hard when the reading's so dull. I would say give me a sentence and I'll read it for you, but I don't know if I can. Okay, well there's nothing else I can do here, I don't think. Although I really wanted to... There was another option here that I wanted to click. Oh, I can't. Oh yeah, here we go. Lady Lena visited me. I'm gonna ask our child, you know. Dylan, we need the boom to go well. Okay. Contact. Oh my. Sonny, you got your points back. Context sensitive research culture assessment. Did that help? I don't know if it did. I'm sorry. Do you remember Lady Lena? She was at your sister's wedding. Yes. Why are you telling me this? Well, she asked me if you'd like to marry her son. But before you throw a tantrum, just know I haven't given a decision yet. Oh, I see. I guess I won't have much to say in this matter anyway. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Oh, I don't even know him. Well, do you think I want to marry a stranger? Is there anyone that you know and would want to marry? No. We need to find you someone sooner or later. You know how this works. I know. I just don't think I'm ready for this. No one is ever ready for this, Az. That's so sad. Alright. I don't think there's anything else I can say, so let's go off. Now to hire you to read the rest of the article. I'm on it. I'll do it. All of it. Let's read it. Okay, I think we've done everything we can. Let's go on to week 17 and spend some more dollar, as they say. Or should it be some more goldy gold? There's nothing else to do, actually. We've done all of these things. We've done the general stan. So let's move on to week this. Do it. Sunny, do it. Can you watch it? Do you have access to watch it? Okay, we've got Pigeon first. We've got loads of people seeing us. You're actually making a tidy profit at the minute. I don't know how. We haven't taken any loans out. So I'll take it. I'll take it while we've got it. She should marry Maya. Yes, I agree. We should get... Well, I don't agree if she's a Radovian. But maybe if she is a Radovian, that solves all of our issues. Because, you know, Radovia is coming to kidnap her, essentially. What does the pigeon say? King of Divern, the western woods near Branca are not uninvolved in your troubles. An uncommon object can lead you to the sinner. Be quick, yours sincerely. What does that mean? The letter has no seal. What do you think of this, Audrey? Whoever sent this letter must have gone to great lengths to pay a scribe to write it. This must be important. We better send a general to these woods to see what the matter is. I have marked the location on the map for you, Your Grace. And just in time, our general is home. They were looking for the flower fern, or the fern flower. Seems like they didn't know they wouldn't find a thing this time of year. Luckily, nothing bad happened to them, so I took them to their parents and they thanked me with what they could. Some supplies and some words of gratitude. Excellent. I'll take. Oh, a lot of supplies and a lot of gratitude. Let's talk to everyone else, and then we can see if that is the right place to send out our general to. Also, can I pick up the feathers? No, that's just a bit of a mess. Thank you for fishing, everyone. I appreciate you. Lord Hoven, Your Grace. My condolences about Talus's death. I love how this game makes you inadvertently racist to fictitious people. Wait. Oh, I guess so. I guess it does because we're like anti-Radovian, right? We're very anti-Radovian, and we only know very little information about them. So, yeah, I suppose. I've heard about Radovia. I will help you with them. 120 men will be at your command. I'll also give you 5 gold, but only if Sir Frederick joins your ranks. I wouldn't want to upset him. Sir Frederick? Who's Sir Frederick? Battle for Brianna? You must have heard. He led the defense force, repelled an army 5 times bigger. If Maya's Radovian, I don't want her marrying my daughter. It's true, I don't. Although maybe, as I said immediately after, maybe we do. I don't know. Thank you for fishing. Sonny, give it a watch. Give it a watch. My superior officer. I served under his banner. Although it's been many years, we keep in contact. We train together. Recent years haven't been easy for him, I must say. Thank you, Jovan. I appreciate you. I'll send a pigeon right away. Not to worry, Your Grace. I'm sure Sir Frederick will help. It's just a formality. Oh, okay. I'm going to ask him while he's here. Let's ask about the letter. This letter is written on very intricately decorated parchment. Do you know where it could have come from? Some lords use fancy paper to show off their wealth, but I don't know anyone who does it like that. And I have this animal tooth. Do you know anything about it? You have an extensive library, Your Grace. Don't you have a bestiary you could look at? I don't think we keep any bestiaries in our library. I don't either. I think someone who has personally dealt with a lot of animals would know more about this tooth. And finally, I'll ask, will you join my banner? Convince Sir Frederick to join, and I will join your cause. That's all for now. Hey, Mushy Lizard, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I personally would work with the Radovians because it seems like the game doesn't want that, and I thrive on spite. Loki, this is why we keep you around. We need the spite. We need to be driven. I really want you to watch it so I can find out how you feel about it. I might get to it at some point. There's so much I want to watch at the moment, and I have to say, I do so much like outside of streaming in terms of like the admin around it. I barely get time, but if I do, you'll be the first to know, Sonny. You will be the first to know. We've got peasants and a mercenary to talk to. Let's speak to the mercenary. Your Grace, we hear of an upcoming battle. That's perfect time for us to gain some coin and an opportunity for you to get some help. We're mercenaries, 22 skilled men at your disposal, for only 16 gold. What do you say? Is it worth it? Capri, thank you so much for the like and the love. I hope you have a wonderful time. Thank you so much for being here. You are lovely, thank you. I've just taken a delivery of a glass of Prosecco. Wait, that's so cool. Let's see what this does to my brain power. I want updates. And thank you for the like. I appreciate you, Osmo. Okay. Do we do it? 22 mercenaries. I feel like that might be a waste of gold. 22? But could 22 be enough to turn around the whole kingdom? Not this time. I'm not interested in your offer. Fine, we'll be back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks? We may have changed our mind by then. That's a very good point. And likely we might have done. Hey Enzo, welcome back. How are you doing? Let's talk to this peasant. Your Grace, I wanted to see you about my missing potatoes. Someone must have stolen them, and I think I know who it was. But they only say, only one request per visit, and it seems like I have a much bigger problem now. I come from afar, and by that time I arrived, I was very tired. I wanted to get some chairs, and I wanted to get some rest, and I sat in one of the fine chairs in the hall. I know I shouldn't have, but the gods have punished me already. I've sat down on some living pincushion, it would seem. Oh no, not Stabby. It squeaked and I jumped up right away. When I stood up, my bottom was covered in spikes. Not only that, but I feel very ill, weak even. I feel like the chair creature has poisoned me. What can I do? The stabber. The stabber? Oh no, it sounds very serious. I'm not sure what we can do here. Is this the witch? I think I might have something that will help. Name's Elena, Your Grace. I know about brewing potions. I can help with magical abnormalities, diseases. I also dabble in wound healing also. A witch? Aye, some may call me that, although I prefer to see myself as just a well-read woman at your service. We could definitely use someone like this to help out our people, Your Grace. They'd be a great addition to our roster of agents. What's the catch? What do you hope to gain from this? Ah, of course. There's always something people want in return, right? I'm a simple woman. All I need is a roof over my head and something to eat. In return, I'm willing to lend you your kingdom, my aid, in any supernatural problems. I just want to help people. Well, thank you. Welcome to our castle in that case. It's my honor, Your Grace. I'll also be able to help you during the battle if you need. Sidani won't be happy about the stabber. I better let her know. I'll see if you have any useful books in the council chamber, Your Grace. Ooh, we have a witch. Only for Ruth, though. Interesting. I don't know, Enzo. I've never traced my ancestry. I doubt it, but I've never done it. So there's a chance, I suppose. You'll be able to see the expenses for the witch in the weekly summary, Your Grace. We can just pay her whenever we need her. That's great. Ooh, and I just got an achievement for unlocking the witch. Finally, peasant. Your Grace, Pendle, our village has been raided. There were men dressed in red and black with the beast's heads pierced by a spear on their banners. That's a Radovian army for certain, Your Grace. That means they're getting close to us. Or perhaps they're just teasing us. Teasing? People being killed, maimed, and enslaved is just teasing? Your Grace, it didn't look like an entire battalion. It must have just been a small squad. Thank you for the hydration blast. How are you doing? Welcome in. Send us your men. We can fight back. Everyone take a sip. Unless you're Osmo, and then take a gulp. I have been hydrated. Thank you, Blast. Send us your men. We can fight back. You're clearly emotional, but we have to look at the big picture here. If we fight them off, they'll certainly get angry and fight back with more force. We don't want to start the battle early. And tolerating their attacks may encourage them to carry out more. Your Grace, we have to do something about this. We can't just let them trample our lands. That's what you say. I'm gonna say... What is it? What's it? 18S? What is S? Supplies? Ooh, I don't have a general. No, I do have a general to send. Maybe it's worth it? I don't know. Yum, yum. What was your Medusa fact? I'm doing good, thank you. I appreciate you, Blast. I've seen you playing some Monster Hunter. Is it good? Are you enjoying it? Oh, I didn't know Medusa had sisters. Urael and Stheno were usually described as the daughters of Phorcys and Sato. Of the three, only Medusa was mortal. How was she the only mortal one? Only €9 on Steam? Is this the latest one? Or is this the first Monster Hunter that came out? Or is it somewhere in between? Because a lot of people talk about the first one. And there's a new one coming out at some point, I think. I don't know. I have no clue. No, me neither, Sunny. That's so interesting. I think I'm going to send out... Why is Audrey right? What did Audrey say? I forgot what Audrey say. You won't play Rivals with me because he's playing Monster Hunter? Shout at him. Blast, how dare you find something that you love and you'd rather play? Dylan, why aren't you playing Monster Hunter? I don't know. I'm going to say... I don't know what is best. I'm going to send out the general. Is it interesting? How are you doing? Welcome in. Is what interesting? The new one has open beta at the moment. I tried that and liked it. Oh, so now I bought this one in order to get some game time in it and a feel for the game. That's a good plan. That is a good plan. We'll fight back. I'll send in my best men. Thank you, Grace. I knew you'd listen to your people. That's right. This will show people we're no people to mess with. Oh, I wonder if that was a bad idea. Let's have a look. So we can invite someone else. Let's invite Sir Frederick. I think that's probably the most important thing. Oh, I didn't know there was a Roman version of Medusa. What was she like? Now I have to spend a trial for 10 euros instead of the pre-order and spend 17. That's great. Surely that's much better. Oh, you have to keep us updated. And welcome in, Haggis. How are you doing? Yeah, Dylan did it himself. Dylan managed to change the power supply himself, which is brilliant, by the way. Right, let's have a quick look here. So, they've announced a war, which has worried Eric, which is normal, I think. We've got the drunk man returned. He asked for some new gold. We've got Olivia returned. She was very unhappy that her requests were ignored previously. Nothing I can do about that right now, I don't think. And we're sending a general to go and kill some Radovians. Now, Norsulia is gone. We haven't heard from her in a while. We've also got Lady Lena offered Eric her support in battle. We need to make a mind up about that as well and send a thing. And we've given Sedani a coin, and she wants a Black Rooster, and obviously we said no to that. And then Aurelia wasn't very happy to find out about Lena's marriage proposal, but together with the king, they decided it would be best to decline the offer, but I don't think I am going to decline it because I'm a bad husband. Can't send anyone out at the moment, but there's a hidden hut up here. Maybe we should go there. Our map really has expanded with the stables too. Been recovering from getting my new tattoo the other day. What did you get as your tattoo? Playing Skyrim today. How are you finding it? I'm so envious. I would love to play more Skyrim. Can we write another letter? Oh, we can't write another letter. I'd really like to write another letter to our daughter, but allegedly, apparently that's not something that we can do right now as well. Do you know why I keep saying allegedly? Medusa is depicted as a once beautiful woman who was punished by the goddess Minerva by having her hair turned into snakes after Neptune did wrong stuff to her in Minerva's temple. Interesting. Oh, so it's like almost, it is parallel. Nothing stopping you from playing more Skyrim. That's true. Time is the only thing I can say. But I want to do it. I want to do it. Your Grace? I bring news about your hedgehog. Sedani, your hedgehog passed away. The stabber? This is all my fault. I shouldn't have sent him on that mission. I knew he wasn't ready. Tell me. Did he at least complete his mission? His final quest? Mission? What mission? Sedani, did you send a hedgehog on a mission? Yes, an undercover mission. It was meant to scout the area, retrieve information, and return to me. This way, if he helped me, I would owe him a promise, like in the story, Father. You can't send hedgehogs on missions, Sedani. They can hardly follow instructions. Well, that's why they're good. No one suspects a hedgehog. I am British. I am English and Maltese. I'm also a bit Scottish. I think technically, if I was tracing it back, I'm more Scottish than I am English, but I've never been to Scotland. He was undercover as a cushion. No, that is true. That is true. That is true. Minerva victim blame Medusa. I think that's what was it Aphrodite did as well? Athena did. I'm pretty sure that's what happened because Medusa was definitely the victim of a situation that happened, and when Athena, or I assume Minerva, found out, blamed Medusa and punished with the snakes, which I just think is horrendous. But it's so interesting that there are two parallel mythologies and they both have so much overlap, which can also be sent to places where, like, everywhere. I was joking, sorry. I'm sorry, LH. How are you doing? Welcome in. Or LHW2. How would you like to be called? That's what Myth says, but some people say she did it to protect her. Oh, yes! That's interesting. Yeah, Sunny, that makes sense. It's horrible either way that it happened, but, like, I see where the protection could be. Like the way you send your general to towns. Got it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I keep watching reruns of Keeping Up Appearances, but I can't understand them. I've never seen Keeping Up Appearances. I don't know, sometimes when I watch EastEnders, I couldn't understand certain families. I literally had to put the subtitles on. To be fair, there are so many different dialects in the UK that it can be really difficult to hear all of them. It can be so hard. There you go, Dylan. I allegedly also have some Scottish blood if you look far enough back. Oh! I wonder, Loki, that, you know, I know tracing back means that we don't necessarily have to be related. But I always find it interesting. Why don't you sound Scottish? Because I was brought up in England. I've never been to Scotland, but my whole side of my mum's family is Scottish, and then my whole side of my dad's family are Maltese. But my mum was also brought up in England. There are so many jokes that you don't get if you aren't a native or from the 70s. Is Keeping Up Appearances English then? You can ask the witch about stuff too. Got it. Wait, can I ask her about this potion? Thank you. I appreciate you. Well done for fishing Shadowheart as well. Very. Okay. I've never seen it. Maybe I should watch it. Do you think I should? This is probably a better place for me to be, actually. Do you think this is a better side for me to be? I'll happily stay on the side that you'd rather see. My mother was looking up the family tree for a while, and apparently we do have a bit of Barclay blood, like it's in the bank. Can you understand Scottish? My family, my uncle is very Scottish, and I do have to ask him to speak a bit slower, but I really struggle to process things too. So there are a lot of different, like a lot of accents in the world that I just can't. I need time to be able to hit what you said. So I'm quite bad with accents, but I should do better. I'm in Texas, but Scottish Irish, but my family's been in the USA for 300 years. So have you traced back your family as well? That's very, very cool. I don't think I've got any Irish in my genes. I'm 100% British as far back as I can see, which means I'm probably French. Alfie, welcome to the stream. I hope you are having a good one. I wish I could speak more consistent and accurate Scot accent for reasons. Yes, you are Scottish, aren't you? Obviously. But that's cool. That is really, really cool. I can't understand Scots at all. Whenever I see like the Scots memes, I read them like this is an entirely different language, because it is. I'm reading a graphic novel with Wonder Woman and it's got Medusa. How is it going? Is it a good one? I saw some graphic novels for sale the other day in one of the charity shops I went into, and I wanted to pick them up, but also I know that there's going to be people out there that are going to get more love out of them. You're not? All of my known family is Swedish. Then tell me, Tales with Haggis, where does the haggis come from in your username? Also recommend Are You Being Served and The Good Life? Again, I've not seen either of those. Interesting. Dylan, you're French? Wow. How are you excited about that? Romans basically stole Greek mythology. Wait, what? Renamed the gods and took them for their own? I always thought they just happened parallelly. I didn't realize. A graphic novel must be $25 now. They're expensive. They can get really pricey. Also blue-blooded, so don't know how that works. Are you a royal? Dylan, are you gracing our presence with the royal Dylan? Okay. I'm going to do a little bit more reading, but please feel free to chat away and I'll catch up in just a second. Oh, it's a nickname based on my last name that originated in 2007 and just kind of stuck. I love that. I love it. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to become Scottish by proxy. I asked my grandfather who our ancestors were, and he said he can only trace them back to 1903 as per records. He converted to Mormonism back in the 70s. They taught him how to do it, and it's a thing for Mormons. That's so interesting. Oh, that's cool. I've not looked that far back. Me neither, Mike. Me neither. No one in our family has ever been, like, motivated to do it, so maybe I need to be the first one. I stopped buying comics when they became $2. When they became $2, and now they're like 25, they are pricey. Related to Lady Jane Grey, even though it's a different spelling. That's so interesting. Firstly, I didn't know your middle name was Jane. Been to Scotland once. I liked it a lot. Did you go anywhere in particular in Scotland? I guess I'm so envious. See you soon, Mr. D. I'm a veritable cornucopia of ridiculous information about 70s and 80s sitcoms. We love them in our family. We need you on a quiz team, Osmo. That's what we need to do. We got to get you on a quiz team. Because my knowledge of TV shows is like very, in the last 5 years maybe. That's it. That's my quiz show TV knowledge. Comics, not a graphic novel. So how much are comics nowadays? If you are Scottish and you're probably Irish and Welsh too, Celtic blood and all. Am I allowed to say Celtic? That is Celtic, right? Not Celtic? Because Celtic is the football team. Is it Celtic? Oh, I don't know. I always get it confused, John. Edinburgh Abbotsford? Stonehaven, those are the places I recall. I haven't heard of Abbotsford. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong as well. But I'd love to go. I'd love to go to Edinburgh as well. 8 to 18 during the 80s decade. Oh, that's amazing. I love all of the 80s stuff. And I was not even thought of at that time, unfortunately. Greek mythology, Percy Jackson quizzes, I'll be there. We get you on them. We get you on them. I love Scotland. I need to go. I need to go. If I ever do, I will definitely be vlogging it. It will definitely go on my YouTube channel. Is it this one? Is this the link? There it is. That's the link. The first one, not the football team. Got it. Thank you, John. I appreciate you. Aramis is also good at trivia. Meanwhile, I'm over here every time. I know this, but I've forgotten in the moment. The second the pressure goes on as well, right? Oh, Dylan, do you know when you'd be going? Don't have to be that old, just leave the parents in charge of the TV. That makes sense. That makes sense. Don't remember a lot of it. It was just a good life. No, that's good. No, the 80s always, whenever there's anything 80s, but I think everything's kind of, what's the word, like dreamified? Everything sort of seems a bit better than it maybe was. I'm not a Celtic fan. I don't have anything against Celtic, but Ashy is a Celtic fan who is in chat. Hercules and Heracles are two different people. I didn't know that. I thought Heracles was the original spelling and what it should be. Not 100% yet, but she keeps asking me to come up, but it's fine in time. Absolutely. Have you got a holiday to take? Home is Sir Walter Scott. I don't know who that is. I feel like I should. Thanks to popular culture, I have the perception that Scots are hard people. Like, as in tough people. Like, they're hard. The funny thing is, certain characters, we use the Roman name. Some we use the Greek names. Like, we always use the Roman name Hercules instead of his Greek name Heracles. This is what I thought. I thought they were the same person. But we call Hercules' father almost always Zeus, which is the Greek name. That's so interesting. You need to talk... Wait, you're rubbish at quizzes. You need to take Cuddly Coda. He's got a brilliant memory. I'll write him down. We'll add him to the list. You're going to the 80s concert on Friday. I can't believe that's come round. Oh, also, happy Valentine's Day to everyone who is celebrating on Friday. That's the only reason I know it's Valentine's Day is coming up, because Loki is going to the 80s concert. Holidays renew on the 1st of March, so I'll get my days then. Let us know. Keep us updated. Maybe the first time we meet, Dylan, maybe we meet in Scotland. Okay, let's talk about this hedgehog. They're good. No one suspects a hedgehog. How else was he supposed to help me? Oh, please don't do this again. Please don't send any more hedgehogs on missions. The last one stabbed a peasant and I had to deal with it. But I was so close to turning him into a prince. Now Lord Sulia will never come back. Well, I suppose you're right. Forgive me, Your Grace. Nothing is as elegant, as fearful, as fearless as a cat, as dusty. Next time, I will find a fiercer agent. I will train him, and he will be at my command. The stabber's efforts were not in vain. Oh, Sidani, my silly pickle. I feel bad for Sidani. I want to give her everything, and I do not have everything to give her. Oh, Enzo. I've not seen anything on YouTube about Scotland, really, apart from, like, travel vlogs. Community meetup in Scotland so we can all go there. I was thinking about hosting one this year. I don't know if we will, but I was thinking about it. Osmo, let us know if you do go. Maybe we will do something in Scotland this year. I've always been told they're different people. I have no idea. I've just been told they're different. That's so interesting. Oh, Your Grace, how can I help? Says the witch. Oh, you can't, allegedly. Why do I keep saying allegedly? Apparently. May the spirits guide you. Right, so come on. I can send her out somewhere? Could she go? Oh, I can! She could go to Ploco. Let's send her that way. Bye-bye. 2 weeks she's going to be gone for. Hopefully nothing bad happens in the next 2 weeks, huh? Huh? Alfie would love to go to Scotland. Are you coming with me? Should we go? So... I think that's everything. I don't know if we can make another air, if you even know what I mean. Darling? No, there isn't. But we can skip to the next week. Now, things are getting a little bit harder, but maybe not. We have got some time to prepare the witch, but I'm going to keep that for now. Our agent's out at the moment, which is probably a good thing. But we are paying 11 gold to the witch. 11 gold! Heracles Greek, Hercules Roman, different versions of the same person. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. This is like a fun game. I love it. It's really, it's not like too hands-on, but you're making a lot of decisions. And it's a lot of fun. How are you doing, Lily? Welcome in. And I don't know if I said hello to you, but I know you came to stream the other day, and I'm so sorry. And the stream ended, and I was like, did I say hello to Lily? But I hope you're doing okay. Vix, enjoy. I hope you have a delicious dinner, and let us know what you're having if you want to when you come back. Mm. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. I sent the witch. I did send the witch. She said she was going for 2 weeks. Should I not give her gold? Oh. I don't know what any of that means. Cereal? May I call you cereal? I don't drink Coke, Enzo. I tend to stay away from a lot of fizzy drinks if they have caffeine in, or drinks in general if they've got caffeine in. But if I was gonna drink one, I think I don't know. I don't know what my choice would be. Oh, leftover takeaway pizza. Oh, I'm so envious. That sounds delicious. That sounds so good. Hey, Sunny, it's a learning day for everyone. I think that's cool. I enjoy that we're all learning together. We're all learning together. No energy drinks. I've never had an energy drink. The only time I've ever had somewhat of an energy drink is if I'm like, it's the sports drinks, but not like a Monster. I've never had a Monster. I've had sips of Monster. It's cold, so tucked up under a mountain of blankets. How are you? I hope you're doing well. And I'm glad you're under your mountain as well. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm having a good day. We did a little bit of a sponsored ad read before this, well, at the beginning of the stream, and now playing Yes Your Grace. It's just a very cozy Sunday, I would say. Is it too sweet for you? It's not that it's too sweet. I just my heart goes through the roof whenever I have anything caffeine related, so I need to I need to be aware of that and not overdo things. Got it, Nora, got it. So we've learned something new, Sunny. We've learned something new today. She's back already. Let's talk to her. But yeah, it said 2 weeks. Your Grace, yeah, she's back. Interesting. A small family living on the edge of the village has recently lost their child to a fever. Little I could have done, but I helped them bury the poor mite. We prayed for his soul, and I've blessed the spirit on your behalf. The parents are grateful for help from the king's men. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's all we got from her. Interesting. So we've got Frederick here, a merchant, Lady Alida, and more peasants. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm sure it said 2, but you must be right. It must have been only 1. At your service, Your Grace. I'm looking for allies. Lord Jovan said that you might be able to help out. Ah, yes, I've heard of your troubles, Your Grace. Redovians lack proper training, but God to know what they have at their disposal. My 80 men, 4 gold and 2 supplies will be a great boon. As a noble knight, it is my duty to help those in need. However, I can't allow liars to taint a knight's honor. The battles for Brianna, Keldu. Under my command, the army of the 2-headed bird was defeated. I have lost 3 fingers in my time. I have endured many broken bones, but Noxie, not a single scar. Even the finest swordsmen bear scars. Many have fought and died. That Noxie, show me a single person who can confirm his accomplishments. Someone who actually saw in him a fight. For all we know, it's just prettily worded lies. Noxie is a deceiving liar, and I ask you to help me prove it. Noxie? The fellow who got under your skin, who is he? Noxie the Dragon Slayer, he calls himself. Thinks he's a knight, but he's far from it. He usually travels around quite a bit, but I hear people have seen him around Avern lately. If you meet him, he'll surely tell you the same story he tells everyone. There was something about a griffin and a tree. He sets the tree on fire, the big griffin comes to save her cubs, but catches her wings on fire, drops down, and he finishes her off. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's always the same story, different details. I've heard enough. What is it that you need help with, did you say? Tell him there's a Lijash in the nearby forest. The creature's just a story, and of course it's not there. See what he says, though. If he brings you proof, then we can catch him red-handed. Help me show everyone what he's really made of, and I will stand by your side in one more battle. Interesting. That is very interesting. So we need to call in Noxie and see what he says. Ancestor and half-brother? How did that work? Cetus is a sea monster? I haven't heard of Cetus before. The last monster I had made me feel so ill. Oh, I thought we were talking about Greek monsters again, as in like the drink. Yeah, I have no problem with other people drinking them, but it's just not for me. Italian coffee like Lavazza and Illy makes my heart race and makes me feel my blood drop. I get all worked up with it. I'm so sorry. That sounds so painful almost. Thank you everyone for fishing as well. Please feel free to do some fishing. Fishing is absolutely free, and you can see your name and a fish up there in the corner. And well done for catching a soda can, Sonny. Okay, let's talk to a merchant. See what the merchant has to say. Your Grace, I come from the tavern. The business was going so well, but lately I've had some troubles, and it's all getting out of hand. The tavern became a great place for everyone to gather and have a great time. But some local pandas saw an opportunity to use this place to find customers. At first it was fine, just some girls lurking around every now and again. But now the tavern has turned into a brothel. People are only visiting for the girls. Although my sales have gone through the roof, I've got to say, it attracts customers. But the pandas essentially took over my tavern. And they cause all sorts of trouble, as you can imagine, Your Grace. Almost every week I have to deal with these disrespectful, violent men. I'm scared they'll completely take over the tavern completely and leave me with nothing. On the other hand, if I kick them out, they will just relocate to another pub. I'll lose all my customers and we'll have to close down. Oh, what do we do? You should kick the pandas out, or you should be happy with the extra money. I kind of think he should be happy with the extra money, but it's a hard one. Anya, see you soon. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate you, and I hope your busy morning goes well. And I'm sorry you find it nauseating. I understand that though, Loki, because it is so sweet, right? Perseus and Heracles are both sons of Zeus, but Heracles' mother was descended from Perseus? This is what happens when you have Eternals in your family. I think, at least it keeps me awake. This is the benefit. This is a benefit here. I think he should be happy with the extra money. But I don't... let's say it. If you throw these people out, you'll risk having to close down your tavern. You should try and work with them so you can both profit. Well, that's a good point, Your Grace, but these men really are horrible, and they don't treat the women very well. I don't want to support them unless there's a way I can control the situation. Why don't you hire your own guards? Well, I could, Your Grace, but they are very expensive. My sales did go up, but not nearly enough to cover the full-time guards. Oh, we could give them 28 gold. We have barely anything. Hell nah. Alright. I'm very conflicted on this one. Enzo, you are very lucky, I think. 28 is so much. 28 gold is a lot, but we have 3 more people to see to as well, and they might be more in need of the gold. I'm gonna say I can't give you any more gold. I'm sorry. Our budget's very tight at the moment. We have a war to prepare for. I'm gonna say come back another time. I want to help. My resources are very limited at the moment. So he'll come back in 2 weeks. That's good. We'll save up because we can't have women being treated badly. Or anyone. But in this case, it was the women. Oh, Anya, I'm sorry. You'll be back. I'm sure we'll be back on it. And Awakened Spirits. I will sit up. I will stop crossing my legs. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Alfie, if you ever want to share some of your favorite Greek myth things as well, please do. Zeus had a kid with his great, not sure how many greats, granddaughter. I'd say at least the line is like, but it's very icky. It gets very icky, right? Let's talk to Lady Elida. I don't know who this is. I heard Lena has made you a proposition. I must say it's good that you haven't agreed to it, Your Grace. Do not make the mistake. Do not accept her offer. This marriage cannot happen. Seems to me that you don't know the curse that plagues Lena's family. The curse? What curse? They say that if her son does not participate in the act of marriage before his 20th spring, he will fall asleep and never wake up. Can the curse be lifted? Is there a way to lift the spell? There is. That's why Lena is desperately looking for someone to marry her son to lift the bane. The problem is, you can't completely get rid of it. If her son gets married, it is said that the spell will move on to the bride and she will die the following night. Are you willing to risk this? Well, thank you for your information. Thank you for the warning. You're most welcome. I'd strongly reconsider Azalea's marriage arrangement, though. And I will consider your advice to be sure. That's so bad. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's bad. I'm doing good, thank you, Awakened Spirits. How are you doing? How is everything going? My day's been well, thank you. We've been doing a good little stream today. I've been having a good time. And thank you. I really appreciate that. That's lovely of you. Oh, mythology, like all cults and religion, have to convince its followers to follow. Interesting. It's weird, isn't it? Because obviously mythology was and is, I don't know if it still is, I'm guessing so, but a religion. So I guess it's the same, right? My favorite's Athena. She was born by crawling out of Zeus. I think a lot of his kids were, right? I'm trying to type this all in one go, but I keep sending before I finish writing. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Hey Sid, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're talking about Greek mythology and Roman mythology as well. And thank you everyone for fishing. Get your fishing going. We'll check the leaderboard as well at the end of the stream if I am reminded. Let's talk to this peasant. Your Grace! We don't know how this happened. The creature, the witch from the forest. She escaped, Your Grace. Someone opened her doors. Idiot! Some fool was brave enough to seek the eternal wisdom. Was Athena the only one? Oh wait, was it Kronos? And they crawled out of Kronos' head? I don't remember. Lucas, how are you doing? How was your mum's birthday? Was it good? I'm more inclined to Norse mythology than Greek, but mythologies in general are quite interesting. I never learned much about Norse mythology because when I was a child, I was so obsessed with Greek mythology. And obviously, you know what my memory's like. I don't remember most of it. But Norse mythology, sorry, I only really learned from Age of Mythology. Fantastic game. Armory, how are you doing? Welcome in. It is lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We all knew the eternal wisdom is just a hoax, but we knew she's nothing but an old hag. But some young boy, he fell for the tale. And now, Babushka is out of the woods. Babushka? Your Grace, you don't know Babushka? She's, well, a witch, an old hag, older than anyone knows. She's been around forever. She's short and crooked. Her bony legs barely support layers of her old, wrinkly skin. Me too, Armory. I thought it was a granny too. She has a long, hooked nose. Her nostril hairs are so long they hang down to her breasts. She wears a snakeskin coat and a scarf around her head, with tiny bones attached carefully to each strand. As she walks, the bones clatter around one another. Clickety-clock, clickety-clock. Oh! She lives in the woods, although no one has seen her for many years. The legend has it that she used to lure children into the forest to eat them. But some legends also say that she gives eternal wisdom to whom is brave enough to look into her eyes. What can I do about this? I'm not sure, Your Grace. In the village, she transcribed these words on our doors. Turn your back to the forest, your front to me. I was thinking this, John. I was thinking this. We got to get Kate Bush involved. Wonderful song. I love Babushka. She also leaves old chicken legs on our doorsteps. We're afraid she's going to come for our children. Every night, someone hears the clicking. She might be preparing a spell of some kind. Ooh, I can't send a general. I can send gold. Take this gold and hire someone? Ooh, I'm gonna do it. I don't know why. I'm getting the feeling that we should do it. This should be enough to pay someone to go on a watch overnight. No one is gonna want to do this, Your Grace. Everyone is terrified. Look in the other villages. I'm sure you can find some Starker. Ooh, Sid. Sid says, to counter an argument that's a reductionist view which oversimplifies the role of mythology, religion, and cults in society, mythology serves as a function beyond persuasion, but it's a way for society to explain natural phenomena, human behavior, and answer existential questions. I guess that's the same with most religions. I'd say all religions, but I'm not entirely sure. I finally got to show my new tattoo to my grandparents and my aunt. I'm too full and won't have room for any dinner. I'm so sorry, but also I'm so glad that you're full as well. Don't mess with witches. I think this is a good point. But that's so cool that you got to show off your tattoo as well. Lucas, that's cool. We need the wisdom. I learned Norse mythology from Marvel Comics. Hey, that's great. I like that. It's a great earworm though. It's worth it, Osmo. Sorry, Alfie, I did not just leave her. Mythology is in stories that can neither be proven true or untrue. Basically, psychological tactics to keep people under control. Ooh. Interesting. So you're both coming from mythology from like two different sides, right? I found two different wooden play thingies. I have no vocab for baby and children's stuff for the 1-year-old. I will ask some people for their opinions on them before choosing. That's cool. And I think wooden is a good thing that people are talking about at the moment, but I do not know. I'm glad you've had so much progress though, and don't forget to fish. Well, I understand Marvel wasn't particularly accurate in its depiction of Norse mythology. Why can I not say Norse? It's a hard word for me. And Loki says, not at all. Not at all. Ooh. I really don't know, you know. Your Grace, more and more people gather to pray. We can't fit everyone in a barn no more. We wanted to build a new shrine, speaking of religion, but we need some help inviting holy spirits to the place. We will be in the favor of the gods. The fields will be more fertile and the monsters will be kept at bay and the evil spirits will avoid our village. If you can, aid us with the court witch and some gold to pay for the materials. People will be forever grateful. I can send the witch. I can send the witch. She will be able to bring positive spirits to the shrine. May the gods be with you. Thank you, Your Grace. May the gods look kindly upon thee. See you later. I think we should go and speak to our people. Can we write another letter? Oh, we still can't talk to Lasulia. I do not know who Henry is, and I'm grateful that you caught his shoe, but I've got no clue on who he is. Mr. D, that sounds like a fantastic lunch as well. You must be strong, putting up a whole tiger shark? Oh, okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to invite Noxie. We're going to see what he's got to say. KCD? Who's KCD? Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance. You taught me that before. I have no idea. I don't think so. It must be an in-joke with the game developers? I have no idea. We can't send out the general. He's going to be back next week, I think. And the witch has gone too. So I don't know if there's anything else I can do. In which case, I guess it's time to move on to the next week. We are saving quite a bit of resources, which I like that we're doing. We have not prepared the witch just yet, but we can do that in the coming weeks. There is still some time to go. Oh, yeah, Loki, I can understand that. Like, you make the separation, suddenly everything's a little bit more okay. But I can definitely see why that would have been a problem in the first place. I get this. This game has the official Ashley Media seal of quality and approval for now. We haven't finished it yet, so I can't officially, put the stamp on. But so far, definitely so good. Which is going to put you in a pie? I think you're right. I think I'm going to be put in a pie. What kind of pie? What kind of pie do you think would make this kingdom better? I can't put into words how relieved I am to have a plan for those gifts. It seems like such an easy thing. No, it is overwhelming. Some people are really good at being like, I know, gift this one. This is the one. But I think for the most part, it can be so difficult to do gifts. And I think it's a great thing that you've ticked so much off. No, Sid, it's so interesting to have everyone's different trains of thought. I'm so okay with... as long as everyone stays respectful, you are more than welcome to all share your thought processes as well. And Sid says, not all religions, because some indigenous and polytheistic groups, such as, is it Shinti? Native American spiritualities, they're more based on cultural identity rather than missionary efforts. Yes, I understand that. To expand on the myths and religion helped provide a narrative to society and help them understand morals, ethics, and social order. Myths are a part of daily life rather than being imposed on people. They're a natural cultural tradition rather than a system designed to convince people. I really like that we are able to have these conversations. Shinto? What is Shinto? Is that I have no idea. I'm not gonna make a guess. I'm not very religiously minded. My knowledge falls very short when it comes to religions. Oh, what is that, Sunny? I've never heard of that because obviously I am just unaware of such things. Oh, Japanese spirit religion. Is that what Shinto is? I did think it might be Japanese, but I didn't want to say just in case I'm wrong. Spiritual religion of Japan. Ooh. So was that Shinto, Native American? I'm assuming yes. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for teaching me things. Your Grace, I have led my men to fight the Radovian bandits who attacked a village recently. They were nothing but a bunch of young, drunk Radovians. We took them all out with ease. And thank you. Hopefully there won't be any more of these raids. Oh, the worship of several pantheons. Got it. That makes sense. They were totally rad, Ovian. I like your thinking. We got a Dragon Slayer here. Your Grace, it is I, Noxie the Dragon Slayer, bowing low before you. Also known as Gruffus the Great, Vanos the Wise, Pieta the Powerful. The royal wedding was fantastic. Well, until, the food was first class. But amongst all the pleasures, I didn't have the chance to introduce myself. You're the famous Dragon Slayer? Oh yes, I'm quite accustomed to my fame preceding my arrivals. It's quite a pleasure to meet you. Would you like to hear about my fierce battle with the foul worm, Your Grace? Sure. Take notes, everyone, because he's going to change his story. The beast was fast. Its sharp claws could tear human skin with absurd ease. I stole into its home forest with great care and planned a path to its defeat. The dragon's nest was at the very top of the mighty oak tree overlooking a rushing river. Clever as I am, I noticed that the nest was full of hatchlings, mucky little dragon puppies. I chopped down the tree while the big one wasn't there. The great oak creaked, groaned, and fell straight into the furious river underneath, taking the dragon's young with it. The squeak of the little dragons carried far, and so the big beast herself appeared. Desperately trying to save her babies from the brutal current, she kept crashing into one boulder after the other. At last, she dragged her battered body onto the shore, but the weakened creature was no match for my mighty arm, and the beast was no more. After all, wit and brains come before strength and fists. Remember that, kids? I mean, Your Grace. Impressive, isn't it? After that, and other adventures, of course, I traveled to Devon seeking further challenges. So I have come straight to the king. And this is where we are right now. We are here at the king. What do we think so far? Now tell me, Your Grace, what evil creatures await me here, staining your beautiful land? Well, we are supposed to tell him. Thank you for the lurk, Lucas. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Enjoy your digestion and your resting this afternoon. You deserve it as well. I would happily voice act for this game, Mr. D. Thank you very much for giving me my correct title as Grace and Queen of Wafflelandia. He killed the baby dragons. Yeah, I agree. He is definitely not the nicest person, because who would kill baby dragons? It's mean. It's very, very mean. I'm going to say there's a monster. Peasants mention the occasional basilisk or some other monster, but all of these nightmares are nothing to our real problem. Radovia. Radovia? Well, I never heard of such a creature. What is it? What does it do? Emit gas? Crush men's moans into its heavy hooves. Breathe fire. Or everything at once. Redovia has an army. They are fierce and brutal, and they are coming after my daughter. An army? I see. Well, that is a hell of a challenge. Well, I can help, though. They call me Grothos the Great for a reason. Over the years of my adventurous career, I've met a lot of people. Even more owe me their lives. I will give you all I can. Soldiers, supplies. I will stand at your side in battle. I reckon I can gather 180 men. And 5 supplies will also come in handy, I'm sure. And in return, I ask for... Oh, absolutely nothing at all. I am a noble, upstanding knight. I live to serve, help, and, well, be famous. Noxie aiding the King of Devern in a real battle. They will write fine songs about this. Oh dear. Oh dear, I feel like I've backed myself into a corner by accident. I didn't mean to pick him up. I do know now that we've picked him up that... Do we not get Sir Frederick on side? I found a letter. Do you know where it's come from? Well, I wouldn't know. I don't receive many letters, Your Grace. I'm always travelling, so the letters never reach me. Yeah, show him the tooth. He'll know, right? Oh, this is an impressive tooth. It must have been one hell of a beast. Do you know where it could have come from? Oh, I wish I could tell you a heroic story about defeating such an imposing beast, Your Grace. Sadly, I can't, because this tooth is not one from my collection. I don't think so anyway. I wish it was, though. Can I buy it off you? Well, absolutely not, Noxie. I need this tooth to prove my innocence to King Ivo. Maybe after the royal trial. Can I say more about... Oh, yeah, we can! Okay, so we're talking about the monster that Sir Frederick sent us there. Imagine a pig, but hairy, with long claws and horns. They can be dangerous, but for me it will be a piece of cake. You can expect my return shortly. That is all. Okay, he's going off to find this thing that does not exist, so we shall see in good time. Ooh! I've never heard of Nichiren Buddhism, which was an illegal religion only a few decades ago. How do you pronounce it? And also, how is it different from Buddhism? That's so interesting, though. I think there are a lot of cultures now, isn't there, where you're only allowed to religious one thing. What's it called? You can only follow one religion. Kyla Bite, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I love this game too. This is my first time playing it. I'm on week 19 at the moment, so I'm not too far into the game, but it's taking me hours and hours because I'm just doing absolutely everything. How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. If you don't know who Kyla Bite is, really wonderful streamer who plays a lot of Baldur's Gate 3. So if you're a big fan of Baldur's Gate 3 and you enjoy our playthroughs on a Monday, Kyla Bite is definitely a good place to go to as well. Do other things as well. Currently Dragon Age Veilguard 2 over there, which I always feel like I say Veilguard wrong. I always feel like I say it wrong. I wonder how much more or less I'd hate him without the voice. I am sorry for putting a voice on him. He seems like that sort of person though, you know, Osmo. He seems like that kind of person. Let's talk to this peasant. Your Grace. Oh no. Did you buy new clothes in the end? Stefan, is that you? You look great. What happened? You gave me hope, Your Grace. I was in a very bad place before. I'd given up on life. But after you gave me the gold, I realised I could make something of myself. I haven't entirely stopped drinking yet, but I drink a lot less. I have found a new path in life. I keep wanting to call it Vanguard. It sounds like it would be a Vanguard. I'm so on board with you. But Veilguard, I think. But I see where you're getting the Vanguard from as well. I've been helping the less fortunate in our town. People like me. All they need is another shot at life. It makes me feel like I have a purpose in the world. I just wanted to say thank you, Your Grace. I owe my life to you. I didn't know if I was doing the right thing giving you that much gold, but now I can see that I did. I couldn't be happier for you, Stefan. I'm very glad to hear you're helping others too. You're a good man. You have inspired me to be a good person, Your Grace. I will never forget this. Here's a little something I've gathered by selling my fish on the market. I know it's not much, but I wanted to show how grateful I am for the help. Thank you. This is very much appreciated. This will help other folks in times of need. You are welcome. Farewell, Your Grace. What did we get? We got 4 supplies. Thank you for the fish. And I got an achievement for helping Stefan as well, which is really nice because it was something that we weren't necessarily sure we should do, and we did it. And I think that was a good thing. I'm very happy about that. Now we've got a peasant, Torlando, and another peasant. So let's speak to this one first. Your Grace, I'm a sorcerer from the market. Your petitioners often visit me if you refuse to help them. I aid as many people as I can for very little in return. It's not often enough to cover all the ingredients I need for potions. As it stands, I'm out of most of my ingredients at the moment, and the queue to my place isn't any shorter than it is to yours. Would you help with some extra gold? Ooh. Oh, I don't know. I kind of think it's a good idea if we did help. But 18 gold is really steep and our witch isn't here. If it was one or the other, I'd say we probably could and should. I can't help you. I really appreciate you helping our people, but we don't have enough resources. No wonder there are so many ill people in Davern if the king does not prioritize healthcare. Your queue even is half as big as mine. Humph. I missed out on half of those words. I do apologize. Can we expect you to cosplay with a scepter, cape, robe, and a whole Queen of Wafflelandia outfit? I'm up for that. I don't have any of those things, but I'm up for it. This looks like Volo, by the way. He's giving Volo vibes. To you I come, a truly humble kind. I hope I find you well, in good shape and mind. Your Grace, this is Torlando, a writer known across many halls and taverns. Excuse me, not just Torlando. I am Torlando the Wonderful, a writer and poet recognized in all kingdoms, experiencing the artistic renaissance, the popularity of whom is discussed even in kingdoms of stagnant growth, including Yalis, Calidor, Barovia, and Rodovia, of which I will remain silent for known reasons. Very well, what can I help you with? Your Grace, if I may. I've been working on my latest release, but I have no clue how to finish this piece. It's a story about royal intrigues, oaths of the past, foolish peasants, and passionate lust. May I honor you with my latest work? Sure, why not? I'm open to art of all kinds. The poem for now is entitled Kupanoka. We'll let him sing for a second. I don't like him either. He's giving weird vibes, but definitely Volo vibes. And Volo is, he's from Baldur's Gate 3, but also just Dungeons and Dragons in general. And he is kind of like, well, a writer and a poet. It's the same vibes. Poet schmoet. Yeah, exactly. Dylan, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. Had you lost it? Like, or is it you didn't even know you had it? That's so cool. Thank you so much, Loki. I appreciate you. I would say thank you myself, but I can't because they might not hear me. But for anyone who can hear me, who is through an ad break, maybe your ads ran shorter or you don't have any at this moment, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It helps, and everything we make through ads and otherwise goes straight into our Keep Streaming goal throughout March. So thank you so much. Dylan, that's amazing. I'm so glad in that case that you got it. Well, I'm glad anyway, but I'm really glad that you managed to get it or find it back. Was it somewhere obvious? Because they do say that these things turn up when we need them. I had 2 ads. Thank you, Sunny, for watching them. I really appreciate that. And I don't know what the Vogons are. I want to know. I feel like I should know, but I don't. I'm sorry. The moon shines so bright high up in the sky. Kupala night is upon us. Laughter and music can be heard outside, but the weary night may not rest. Inside the castle there is no frivolous joy. The fatal matter must be solved. The night is short this time of year, so let's make the best of it while we can. Fire, pleasure, and delight will rule this night. Oh, this is wonderful. This is fantastic. Bravo. I've not read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've seen the newer film with Alan Rickman, but I haven't read the book yet. Hidden in the spare room I have that's full of random stuff. Like a storage room, but I'm cleaning it out. That is amazing that you managed to find it. That's okay, Alfie. But that's so good. Dylan, what else will you find? That's the question. That's so good, though. I hope you have much use for it, and if you don't have use, I hope you don't lose it again. That's so cool. Vogons write the worst poetry in the universe. He must be a Vogon. There is definitely Vogon blood in his genes, for sure. Thank you, Your Grace. Although I am not surprised that you find this delightful. The problem is, I cannot continue. I've hit a wall, and I cannot write at all. I am desperate for some true inspiration. I strongly believe that seeing your general patrolling would get my creative juices rolling. I'm scared to go into the kitchen storage room. There's definitely stuff in there from before I was born. You need to film it, just in case. You need to film it. I do believe that the books mentions one Earth poet that's worse. I'll have to look that up now. You have to let us know. I thought they wrote the second worst poetry in the universe. No, this supports what Loki's saying as well. Who was the Earth poet that was worse? Do you ever just kick something purposely? Not unless I'm playing football. I don't think I ever... Well, I kick stuff by accident all the time. Paula Nancy Milston Jennings? Is that a real person? That's the question. I wonder. Therefore, I beg of you, please allow your general to join me to get out of this squeeze. I can't do that, I'm afraid. My general is reserved for dealing with important matters, not for wasting time writing poems. That is scandalous. No respectable king would refuse to help me to Orlando the Wonderful. Wait till people hear about this.
For a posture check.
Thank you for the posture check. I'm sat up straight, I promise. I promise. Everyone else, think about doing a little stretch. I'm back from Lurk, half a glass of Prosecco, and I've squished enough articles to feel I can. That is amazing, Osmo. I'm glad to hear it. When's your next study session? Are you going to do some more tomorrow? Wait, they are a real person? A poet real person? Because Loki says no. I kick things by accident constantly too and walk into things. Like, the amount of bruises. Well, you must be the same. The amount of bruises. That's okay, Sonny. We learn. I forget how big this house is sometimes. I have 2 storage rooms, an airing cupboard, 3 bedrooms, and an electrical cupboard. You are so lucky. You are so lucky. One day, I will have a house with enough bedrooms that I can sleep someone else in that house. Back to work tomorrow? No! I hope you do okay at work, though. I hope work goes amazingly for you. The Hitchhiker's Wiki says nothing about her being a real person. Ooh. I am moving up north. I'm doing it. You pay £500 a month in rent for a 3-bed house with 2 storage rooms. We pay £1,100 a month for our rent in the south. And this does not include bills. Which is why my goal is what it is, by the way, because I pay half. It came up with some other name, even though I searched the right name. Oh, interesting. It wants you to do stuff. It's so expensive, right? It's so much, Willow. And this is, without doxing myself too much, but this is a very good price for where I am. Like, good price. Well, I remember they're a real person that Douglas Adams had a grudge against. Oh, so they were a real, like based on a real person? In earlier versions of Hitchhikers, Pauline Milne Johnson's name was used. However, the attributed name was changed to Paula due to Johnston telling Douglas Adams to disguise his name so that he would not be shamed. So you're both kind of right. Loki, I love that. Thank you. The north is cheaper. I need to get in the north. That's what I need to do. 100%. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. The fact that I can live on my own? Almost. If I lived up north? That's wild. Take my £50 board and lodgings for living with my grandparents. I would too. Gosh, as a southern UK gal, you have my sympathies for the rent. Osmo, it's so... Oh, I'm there with you. Move here and I'll move in with you. Willow, I don't think I know where you are. No, you've told me before, but I don't remember, which is probably a good thing. But I can't remember where you are. Did the maths, all my bills, including rent and council tax, is around 700. Okay, so for anyone who is interested, Yorkshire. Okay, I'm definitely up for that. Yorkshire. Oh, I love Yorkshire. My goal up there is set to £550, which is my coverage of the bills and rent. We have it skewed slightly because Alfie earns more than I do. So I send that to Alfie every month for the ability to live in the same house. That's why the goal is always changing. So when I say keep streaming through March, I do this full time. So all of the money that I earn through Ko-fi or through the sponsorships or the ads or anything like that, that all goes into this goal. If anyone ever subs, if anyone gives bits, if anyone does anything like that, if you lurk, if you just hang out in my streams, it all helps so much to help me cover the rent. But yeah, it's so pricey down this end. It saves us so much money. It would save us so much money. Let's think about it. Let's definitely think about it. My city is gross, but there's some pretty things here. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I have friends in the north, they pay much less than I do in the south. For the same thing as well, Osmo? We'll just move down south and split the bills 3 ways. You'll have to either move in with me or Alfie. That's the question. Because this house has only a certain number of rooms. I'm going to talk to this peasant as well. Your Grace, part of a...
New donation from Capitan Punkelberg of 10.
Can you hear it?
Thief said
Yes.
a Spanish magician was doing a magic trick. He said, "You know dos," and he disappeared without a trace.
You know dos? You know dos? And he disappeared without a trace. Why do I... There's got to be a pun there, because it's Capitan Punkelberg. He said, uno, dos, and he disappeared without a trace. A trace. I hear it. I'm here. I got it. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Capitan Punkelberg. Bird? Oh, dear. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And thank you for the uno dos and disappearing without a trace. What was the second, Nura? I'm selfish and I live alone. I love that, though. I have never lived alone for longer than... I think I lived on my own for 5 months. And that is when my partner moved out of the house I was in. Because we broke up. He went off and did his own thing. And this is like how mind-blowing this is to me. I was earning enough money to cover the rent for it was tight, but for those 5 months. And that house was £795 a month plus bills. And we were locked into a contract. I think it was like 18 months or something like that. But as soon as I came out of the contract, they were putting the rent up to like way more than that, and I couldn't afford it anymore. I'm actually scared to live with someone. Now I've been at peace for too long. You'd have to do like a lot of trial runs, right? You'd have to do like a lot of testing to make sure that you could definitely live with each other before you like massively move in. Twins, how are you doing? Welcome in. Oh my gosh, how are you finding it? I'm so sorry. Is it quite hard? Being the first day you've been alone, I always find it difficult whenever I adjust to that. I wish I lived alone sometimes, but it'd probably just bring home a lot of stray cats and dogs. This is a good reason that Alfie lives here with me, because I would do the same. And thank you again. Capitan Punkelberg, can we get some love in chat for Capitan Punkelberg? Thank you so much. And thank you for getting us up to 15% of the goal. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Willow and Alfie in the mod chat. I appreciate you very, very much. And thank you for the clip in chat, Willow. And checking Discord. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Yeah, I think we should definitely consider moving up north, Alfie. I think this is the way to go. I lived alone for a bit more than a year, I think, and then Aramis moved into my tiny 2-room apartment to get out of their job. We figured that if it could make into a tiny bedroom, we make it in the long run too. I love that. Is the place you live now, is that the same place? Because it's better. It's not small. It's not big, but it's a great place you live in now. A lot of weekends together and build up from that. Yes, absolutely, Willow. That's the way to do it. Not having her here is so lonely. I'm hoping to get a new pup today to fill the hole, but I miss her a lot. That is absolutely okay. And I know you know this, but your new puppy doesn't have to replace your wonderful pet, because you can have as much space in your heart for both of them. And I think that's so cool. And you'll see loads of stuff in your new pup, I think, that will remind you of your pup. But I am so sorry, but I appreciate you so much. I lived alone since Christine died. How do you enjoy living alone? Obviously, not as much as you would have done with Christine, but do you like it, Nora? Would you like to live with someone again? Is that where you would go? The Asgos of Korea were the second worst. I like that. I'm seeing red. Someone's getting cursed. I'm sorry. Enzo, I'm not ending. Don't you worry. And you'd have better internet, just saying. You are tempting me. You are tempting me. I should. Techie, I'm so sorry that it's broken your streak again, but I really appreciate you being here and hanging out. It is lovely to see you. Thank you so much for being here. This one is 85 square meters. The other one was 28. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You did it though. You proved everyone that you could do it as well. Are we starting a Move Ashley and Alfie fund? To be fair, we'd save money in the long run, which means my goals would go down, which means it'd be easier to hit them and keep streaming throughout. I'm talking myself into it. I gotta start playing this game before before I talk myself into it too much. Your Grace, part of our village was flooded. Luckily, no one was hurt, but our homes were devastated. We could use some gold to buy resources and rebuild our houses. All right, 12 gold. I like helping the peasants, okay? We've been affected by the floods too recently. Here's 12 gold. I believe that should be enough for you to acquire the required resources. That is most magnificent of you, Your Grace. Dylan, you're tempting. I will say, one of the strongest reasons why I haven't gone straight back into work and why I've really tried to continue to make it work is because I don't know how well I would be standing or sitting at a job for hours on end nowadays. Which is weird because I work 16 hours a day most days on like content creation, but it's because it's on my own time and I can like take breaks if I need to, and if I'm feeling like fatigued, it's like easy to just be like, right, okay, take a breather. It's just so weird to think about, you know? But I'm always up for the suggestion. Always. You can move to Scotland. I'm on my way. Nora, thank you for the quote too. I appreciate that. That is so cool. I need to read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I need to do it right now, in fact. I'm ending the stream so we can read. I'm just kidding, but we are going to invite Masha. I can't invite Masha. I can invite Masha. The invitation has been sent. It has been sent. I've got to love our brains. We gotta love them. Otherwise, what have we got? When I first moved in with my now husband, it was a 30-meter squared flat. The balcony was amazing, but one room for the both of us was a struggle. Yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine that would be so hard. The luckiest thing I do now is, what was I talking about? Oh, is the fact that I haven't, the smallest place I lived in was like 3 or 4 houses ago, and I'm really lucky to be here now. But there's also like, when I was looking at studio apartments, and this is why it was good that Alfie was moving here, because when I broke up with my last partner, again, I was looking, a different partner, I was looking to move into a studio, and I wanted to just move out of where I was, but I didn't want to move particularly north or south because I wanted to be around my family in case something did happen, and my friends are here.
New
Mike!
donation from Michael of 10.
Thank you.
Thieve said, "You got this, I believe in you."
I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. And thank you for getting our goal up to 16% as well. That's so kind of you. Can we get some love in chat for Mike, please? Thank you. When I was looking for studio apartments, they were starting off at like not 100. That I would be there. I would not be, sorry, Alfie, but I would not be living with you. £800, £850, I think, for a studio apartment. And if you don't know what a studio apartment is, they are a room with essentially the bed, the kitchen, everything apart from the toilet is in one bedroom. It is the bedroom, but it is in one room. And that was just way too much. Willow, where did you smell the chocolate ready bread from? Go and get some. I have mixed feelings about living alone. I think I would too, Nura. I think I would too. I am sorry though. I'm lucky that Alfie and I live together, but it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about derailing. I was talking about houses. My brain just made me sweat. The like the phantom smells. Thank you for giving all the love to Mike for the way. Giving all the love to Mike, by the way. I appreciate you, and thank you again, Mike. I really do appreciate you. We lived in a studio apartment then. Was it expensive as well, or like? I don't know. It's so pricey. Everywhere is so expensive nowadays. And also, Dylan, do you know Alfie's changed jobs? I'm afraid to inflict myself on a roommate. I think you'd be a fantastic roommate. Everyone would be singing Wicked all the time. It'd be great. Everything in our city is expensive, yeah. That is fair. That is completely fair. Horrible, but same here. Is this stream the house of Ashley Amelia? Kind of, I suppose it is, yeah. Thank you, Mike. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Wait, who? Who, Sonny? Who are you getting rid of? Marry one, then they can't leave? I like this plan. This is a good plan. Living with someone is tough. Living alone is tough. It's all just... Yeah, everything's tough. That is so true. Everything is so hard. We are very lucky. Oh, can I be soppy for a moment, or are we not allowed to be soppy? Should I be soppy? Can I send the general to explore? It is only 1 week, this one. We're sending the general out. Can we also send out the witch? You know what? Before we send out the witch, I want to go and speak to her and see if she knows anything about this potion. The good thing about this stream... I'm going to get soppy for a second, so mute your ears if you don't want sop. We are very, very, very lucky to have such wonderful people here and a good community where it does feel like home, regardless of if there are horrible things going on in the world, which we all know that there are at the moment. But we are very, very lucky, and I myself am very grateful to have all of you here. So thank you very, very much. That is what I will say. Welcome back, Princess Snoo Snoo. How are you doing? I'm a bad housemate or roommate in some ways. I'm very bad at keeping my house clean. To be honest, what you need to do is find someone who thrives off cleaning, and then you're like, this is it. You've got each other. You've got each other. You can make the mess. They can clean the mess. Good combination. I think we're lucky. I think we're very lucky. A few years back, we considered to maybe move. We would love a balcony. Oh, me too. Or any kind of outside space. But anything within our budget would have had much less space. Yeah, that's the thing. And you want the garden, but it's like almost impossible nowadays to find somewhere. I cook, they clean. That's the deal I'll go with. See, Dylan, this is why we couldn't live together. Because I cook, they clean. So we would just both be cooking. And no one would be cleaning. I survived picking up the niece. I'm glad. I'm glad you're here as well. I hope the niece was all good too. Hey, Dan, welcome in. The stream has been good, thank you. We are still going. I'm waffling a little bit at the moment, but we are still going, I promise. How are you? Were you doing hockey this weekend? My ADHD brain needs to have an untidy space because to me, that's organized. That's the thing though. If it's untidy, but it's clean, they're two different things. Sometimes things can be clean, but untidy. And sometimes they can be tidy, but unclean. I am the same as you. If stuff is untidy, I at least know where everything is in that pile. You're saying that you're Oscar Felix from The Odd Couple? I don't know who The Odd Couple are. What is The Odd Couple? We'd have a lot of food and a terrible smelling kitchen. That's the thing as well. Dylan, you would cook all the meat. I would cook all the vegan options. We would be able to have people over to hire. My room is tidy, but I have clothes on the floor because I know where they are, and I'm not using spoons to choose what to wear. Absolutely. Absolutely understand that. I will say, Willow, if it's ever worth thinking about, get yourself a chair drobe, because that helps as well. I know, couldn't possibly be me, Vix. Knackered, played yesterday, and then got caught up to a high division today for a rearranged game. My poor legs. Oh, bless you. But that is amazing that you got called up. Did you have fun as well? I couldn't cook meat. If I was living with a vegan, it would feel weird. But you would need your meat. That's very sweet of you. That is very sweet. I like that. But I would not ever tell you what you can and can't have in your house. The Odd Couple was a play by Neil Simon that turned into a movie and then a TV show. Was it good? When I need to sit in my PC chair, they're on the floor. Oh, yeah, okay. I see. The floor job, chair job situation. I'm very much on top of this. I see it. I'm listening. I'm there with you. I see nothing to do with Waffles here. Nothing here. Nothing here. I did enjoy it. I don't think they'll be leaving the sofa now until bedtime. Do it. Stay on the sofa. Have you got a blanket? Have you got some food? Have you got some drink? Have you got everything like around you? Have you got Milo? Are you looking after yourself? There's a lot of questions. I do apologize. I'm an unorganized chaos kind of person, but I know where everything else, but it's a bit untidy. The thing is, if you know where everything is, I don't see a problem. Maybe unpopular opinion, but I don't see a problem if you know where everything is. Cohabitation is needed, and if someone doesn't do something, then it's disrespectful to do that in front of them. Ah, I like your thinking. I like your thinking. But that means also, if we live together, would you not drink? And this is Dylan's like, I don't know how to curse yet, but I will be learning soon. Keep us updated, Sunny. Keep us updated. I have a very hot water bottle. Oh, I'm so envious. Oh, I need to drag myself to the fridge. Do you have a tray? Could you get a little tray all sorted for you? Oscar was a slob and Felix was a neat freak. Definitely that kind of situation. The only thing is, I'd say, is sometimes I don't think untidiness and being a slob are the same thing. I think the reason for them not doing it is important. I agree. That's true. There's a loophole to that. I rarely drink in the house. Dylan, I'm back on board. But we do need to find something about cleaning. Does anyone like cleaning? Would they like to live with me and Dylan? Untidy but clean. I'll take it. I'll take it. Right. Do I prepare the witch now? We've got the supplies for it. I think we probably should. 2 reboot TV series? What was your favorite one? I'll send Valerie. Okay, we've got Valerie. Valerie will clean. Actually, to be fair, Alfie wants to stay living here as well. He's very good at cleaning. Unfortunately for him. Because, again, I'm more of the cook than the cleaner. I always thought of me and my dad as the odd couple when I was looking after him. Who was who? Who was who, John? We've got... Oh, a message from Lasulia. Dear father, tell Sadani Dusty is fine. He was meowing for the first 2 days of the journey without stopping, so his voice was gone. He gave up after that and just slept the rest of the way. Unfortunately, King Ivo is allergic to cats, so we keep him outside our chambers. Oh, not to worry though. I'm worried a little bit. I made a little house for him, so he has a cozy place all for himself. I missed all of you so much. Perhaps you... But I've got hiccups. This is not good timing. Perhaps you could visit me one day? If you hold your breath for long enough, they will disappear. We're good, we're good, we're good. Do it, Dan! Does it work? Is it worked? Do you have snacks now? Do you have snacks? If I shout... I know, I need to guzzle all the peach squash that Alfie very kindly brought for me because he's very, very lovely. Poor Dusty, he always loved to cuddle in bed with Lasulia. Sadani doesn't need to know about this. We should ask Lasulia about something else. Let's ask her about Ivo. What's he like as a husband? How is he dealing with his father's death? And say that I wish to give him my many condolences. Mention that we are working on finding out the murderer. Very well, Your Grace. I'll write her a letter. We should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. Okay, good. And my general is back. Woohoo! The wooden hut in the forest appeared to be some sort of kitchen for preparing spices. Okay, I feel like we might know what that's for. It was abandoned. We searched the place and found this file hidden under the flooring. Did you find anything else? No, Your Grace. The place was empty, apart from lots of dried rosemary. Thank you. And we have the file here that we should probably give to the witch in a second. Drac, we're learning, we're teaching. The file, you say? The file? My neighbor is shouting at me to shut up. Snags! Shut up! I'm here. I'm here. I'm excited about it. This is good. Let's talk to Elena too. I have helped the worshippers with the spirits, Your Grace. There are a lot of people gathering in the new shrine now. Thank you, Elena. Your help is always appreciated. We should definitely ask her about the file. Before you do anything, my hands are off the keyboard. Stand up and go and talk to the witch. Now, usually I'd be like, do not backseat me. But Dylan knows this game, and I know Dylan, and Dylan knows not to backseat, so this is very important. I will go and talk to the witch. I have got this file. Hey, Moose, how are you doing? Oh, just in case you send her out by accident. I got it. You're great. Thank you. I appreciate you. I think my favorite is the original series from the 70s starring Tony Randall and Jack Klugman. There was a short-lived reboot in the 80s called The New Odd Couple with an all-black cast. Ooh, I'm not aware of either of these. That's so bad. I was doing everything. I was the clean one. My dad was the messy one. I like that you've got that to compare to. That's so sweet. How are you doing, Moose? Dally woo. It's a run-ender. What? It's a run-ender? Oh, okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. We found this thing. It could be connected to Talus somehow. There appears to be a residue inside. Can you check if this residue matches the poison from Talus's wine? Oh, how dare the fishing be in the way. It might be difficult, but I'll try and determine the ingredients using both samples. It will take some time, though. Take as much time as you need. Let me just get a smear of this. Come and see me in the throne room when you find anything out. Of course, Your Grace. That's all. I am now slightly concerned. My sister cleans a lot, but she's incredibly judgy too. Could never live with her. I know that feeling. Just throwing out early Sunday morning. In it, are you warm? Are you staying warm? Please stay warm. I'll tell her about Lusulia sending a letter. I asked her about Dusty, just like you told me to. What did she say? Is Dusty alright? Does he like the new castle? I bet he'd prefer it here. He's completely fine, Sadani. He didn't like the journey so much, but he's in a cozy castle now, probably lying by some warm fireplace. No, Father. He's an explorer. He probably runs around all the castle walls, like he did here. Oh, of course, Sadani. Oh, bless her. See you later, silly pickle. But let's look at the table to review the evidence. Now, we found out that the Northern Lords used to decorate their letters this way, but we don't have anything else yet. So this was the vial. We need to seek the expert, which we've done. We've also got to find something about the tooth. Oh, it's all so hard. How are you supposed to know? I reckon the butler did it. It's always the butler.
It was just a prank.
I'll try, Dylan. It was just a prank hand. Thank you for playing. It was just a prank hand. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. I'm going to speak to my wife. Can we get some wife love in chat, please? Aurelia, hello! Darling, I have a lead on the investigation. I have some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's wife. Talus's death. What have you found? A file. A letter arrived suggesting that something suspicious might have happened near Branca. I've just had a general explore the location and he found this file. The substance inside could be what poisoned Talus. Its ingredients could lead us to the killer. Perhaps take the file to the court witch, see what she can tell us about it. I've done this. That's a good idea. I think I've seen her in the council chamber. Okay, that's fine. We're good. We're good. Thank you, Dylan. Nowhere I'd rather be on a Sunday than right here. Well, I'm very glad you are here. It's lovely to see you. This game is a murder mystery. We've got a little bit of murder mystery here, Mr. D, and I'm very up for it. I'm very up for it. Let's talk to Masha. Jonas, that buffoon with the stupid red gloves. Lend me some gold. I'll pay you back in a week, he said. I will break his legs if I see him. Your Grace, I lent this fellow 28 gold. He said he'd pay me back with interest. I know the type. Now I hear he's off to Calidor, the other end of the world, probably enjoying hot sunshine in the Calidese brothels. Meanwhile, I'm stuck here in this rat hole with no wages to pay my men. I've got until this evening to pay them, otherwise I'll leave. Where the hell will I find a new crew then? I need this money for only 2 weeks. I should be able to make it up for you after that. Wait, so you want gold? I don't have that kind of money to spare. Besides, if I lend you the money, I'll probably end up here the same way. I hope you find the fellow. In that case, I'm sorry to bother you, Your Grace. I guess not everyone is as naive as I was. Gods, Jonas made a real fool of me. I invited you here to talk to you about my issues, and you've already left. Also, okay, this guy has come from the tavern. He wants us to put an end to these people, these violent, disrespectful men who are in the tavern. But if we do that, they'll lose their customers and they'll close down. So I said to him, you should be happy with the extra money. And he said, well, I am happy with the extra money, but the people in there, these awful violent men, are not very nice to the women too. So we have to look at it in a selfish way. We are making money from this guy, and it is a fictional game. And my views might not line up exactly. I really don't know what to do. I told him to come back in 2 weeks because we'd have the gold, and we do not have the gold, unfortunately. Thank you, Vix. I appreciate that. Mike says to kick the pandas out. I mean, I'll take your word for it. The chicken did it. Which one? The black one? The black chicken? Whose name was something else? Oh, who wrote the play originally, Nero? The lie detecting rooster did it. I think you're right, you know. Okay, we'll tell him to him out. Oh, you should protect your tavern before they take over. I imagine this will only get worse. You'll rebuild your business in no time, I'm sure. Good call, Your Grace, but how can I? I'm only a weak man. They have bodyguards who can take me out with one punch. Perhaps if you could send a general for a few weeks to help me out. Alright, I actually do have the option to do this now. He'll make sure they don't bother you anymore. Thank you, Your Grace. Your Grace, you shouldn't expect your share of income for some time. I'm expecting the income to drop significantly. Do you know what, in hindsight, I wish we could go back, because I'd say keep the income coming, but we'll send the general to watch on them. That was a mistake, but you know what? We make mistakes in this game. Your Grace, where I come from, there's an odd fog surrounding the nearby forest. Anyone who disappears in the fog disappears without any trace. A few local adventurers came forward. They said they would find who was responsible, but they never came back. We're thinking the fog turns people into frogs, bugs maybe. There's plenty of them in the forest, but no sign of people who go in there. Fog? Maybe they just got lost. I would send the witch, but she's working on our file at the moment as well. I'm sorry. You should maybe check the forest again. The fog may be dense, so don't go in alone. If we gather together, maybe we could get some traces. What if we all get lost instead? Oh dear. Uh-oh. And finally, we have this peasant. Your Grace, my boy, my dearest grandchild, got himself into big trouble, Your Grace. He asked me not to come here, but I don't know where else to go. He's been involved in the Oracle Dust sales for a long time now. It's harmless, he told me. Nick, welcome in, how are you doing? Only selling to begin with, but recently he started using it as well. He was over the moon, so happy and giggly at first. He even tried convincing me to use it to relax. But I am no lady to get involved in this nasty business. Now he's very ill, Your Grace. Can't leave the bed, my poor baby. He keeps asking to bring him some more dust, but I know this is the cause of his illness for sure. He tells me it will make him feel better. I have no heart to look at him in this state, barely moving, with skin as blue as blueberries. Please help, Your Grace. Oh, I can't help. I have no witch and no gold. Dylan, welcome back. I appreciate you. Wait, there was a female version too? Did you just say that? Oh, there was a revival that was rewritten and a gender swap. Olive and Florence. I love that there was a gender swap. Was it as good as the original? I'm losing favor left, right, and center. This is awful. I'm a bad ruler. It's so good, Nick. So far, I'm only, I think, not even halfway into the game. I think Dylan said there were 52 weeks, and we're on week 20. So we've got a long way to go. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. It's a good one. I saw Call Me Kevin play it on YouTube ages ago, and I needed to give it a go as well. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you for reminding me as well. And thank you for being the top picks gifter as well this month. I really appreciate that. I can't help your grandson. He needs to stay strong until his illness passes. Make sure he stays hydrated and don't let him take any more of the dust. He'll come out of it. I really hope he does, Your Grace. I don't know what I'd do without him. I'm sorry. I think we've seen everything. I think we've got the allies all here too. Oh, I could still invite a lord. Aha, thank you for reminding me. I guess I should invite Sir Frederick. Maybe. And talk to him about the Noxie situation? Will Noxie come back? What does this arrow mean? Does anyone know what this arrow means here? Ooh, I should probably talk to Gregor as well. This is... Oh, wait. Was it that the little sim sign means that they have something to say to you? I think it did. I think. Lena, invite Lena back. I'll take your word for it. I'll do it. I'm sending her an invitation. Was she the one who wanted us to marry her child? Not us. We're not marrying the child. Our child is marrying his child. That doesn't make it better. I am fully aware of this. Lena was the one that wants a kid, yeah. I've never seen or read the female version of The Odd Couple. Is it something that you would do in the future, maybe? Okay, they're both out at the moment. I'm paying the army. The army's getting stronger and stronger every week.
Posture check.
Everyone, sit up straight, please. Thank you for the posture check, Dan. I appreciate you. Thank you. Are you opposite of posture check, please? Are you lying down? Are you well? Okay, the Dragon Slayer's back. But so is Lena. Lena's here. Sidani's here. Let's talk to Sidani. We always talk to first. Is that another pet of yours you've got there, silly pickle? What is it this time? A mouse?
Hydration reminder.
Thank you for the hydration reminder as well. Everyone, have a drink, please. Have a sip. Please look after yourself. Is it a tiny mouse? Too easy to set a trap for her. She'd get caught straight away. But this, it's just some silly toy. Recruiting agents is far more difficult than you could possibly imagine. Why the agents? What are you planning to use them for, silly pickle? It's to save Lorsulia and Dusty from the evil prince. When my agents are ready, we'll take Lorsulia back home. My agents will be best friends with Dusty. Maybe I'll let you use them one day too, if you're good. Silly pickle, Ivo is not evil. Perhaps, besides, he's no prince, he's a king now. Atana is really far away too. Well, those seem like good points, but you do your job, I do mine. Fair enough. Let's see that toy. It's quite unusual, isn't it? It doesn't look like it comes from our country. Where did you get it from? Maya gave it to me. It brings luck, she says. I see. Go on for now, Sidani. See if you can find some more agents. Yes, Father. Your Grace. I need to see that friend of Asalia. I still think there's something fishy about Maya. I cannot lie. I'm collapsed on my side, but Milo wants me to sit up so he can perch on me. Milo is so cute. I'm sending much love Yura Milo's way. I used to want to play Oscar in The Odd Couple. Now I kind of want to play Olive instead. That's cool. I like that. I love that there is that, what did you call it? Gender swapped version? Because it just is so cool that you could play one at one point and the other at the other point. And it had Rita Moreno. It's Rita Moreno who was in Little Shop of Horrors. Is that her? I don't know if I know Sally Struthers or Struthers. Sally Struthers? Lena. Now, we did say that we weren't going to do the marriage, but I kind of do think it's a good option. I don't know. Pros and cons in chat. Should we marry them off? I will be doing all of these, but I'll start with letter because Dylan is asking very nicely. Now, what does she say about that? There are laws in my area that decorate their letters sometime. She's northern. Got it. Do you have your letters decorated too? Sometimes we do, Your Grace. But only very important letters like wedding invitations. What do you usually decorate the letters with? Roses. We always have roses. It's a symbol of love, after all. I found a vial. I found this near Branca. Can you tell me anything about it? Oh, it looks like a potion vial. I don't know much about potions myself. And an animal tooth? Do you know anything about this? It was found in the wine cellar. Oh, yes. I've seen something like this before. It's a charm necklace. It's an expensive thing. The bigger the tooth is, the more dangerous demons it can protect you from. I have a small one as well, you know, just in case. Many soldiers wear these as a sign of their strength, especially if they obtained the tooth themselves by defeating a monster. I think it is file, but I keep saying vial by accident, and I've always seen it spelled with a V. But file, I think it's just another name for a bottle. She was in the original movie of West Side Story. Was she? She wasn't the main character, right? It was the sister. Oh, it says another spelling for vial. So should I be pronouncing it as vial or should I say file? Many soldiers wear these as a sign of their strength, especially if they obtained the tooth themselves by defeating a monster. And as you can see, this guy's full of teeth here. Anita! I thought so. Thank you, Nora. Thank you for, like, making my knowledge complete. And thank you for playing. It was just a prank, Han. Google and Oxford. I appreciate you, Miss City. Vial is the old word, I think. So do I still say vial? Or should I say file? It brings some luck in battle. Where did you get yours from? It was a wedding gift from my father. Thank you, Lady Lena. I don't think we should marry her, but I'm going to say that's all. Now, don't... Like, remember that her son... There's a curse, allegedly, where if she marries... Her son marries our daughter... In this context, it's file. Got it. Thank you. I appreciate you, Alfie. Thank you so much, Dylan. In this, if our children marry, then our child is going to die the next day. Is what the curse says. So we do need to keep this in mind. Let's talk to the Dragon Slayer. Your Grace, there's no trace of the Lich Ash in the forest. So I thought. Oh, I was so on your side. As clever as I am, I know where to look for their lairs in the old tree trunks. Here, take this bloody horn as proof of my courageous deed. Ha! You couldn't have defeated the beast as there was no monster in the forest. You fell for our ruse. And your tales are lies, just like this one. What? Me? A liar? No way! I brought the proof, didn't I, Your Grace? It could as well been a deer, but I will say, has anyone seen you slay the beast? Is there any witnesses who could vouch for you? No, I'm afraid not. But no sane person would go that deep into the forest, especially if there's a fierce beast around. The dragon tale isn't exactly original, is it? Sir Frederick says you retell the story, just changing a few details each time. Very well. The cat is out of the bag. At least I don't have to put on a show anymore. It can be very tiring at times, if I'm honest. People want to see this amazing knight, this dragon slayer. More like fail, am I right? Oh yeah, this guy certainly did. So I show them what they want to see. Lich Ash and the proof, a stag. And blood all over the floor. At least my stories don't hurt anyone and I don't have a drinking problem. If you have something to say it to my face. I hear what the wind is spreading. Problems with rum. Wife walking around with a black eye. You don't believe him, do you, Your Grace? He's a liar. He's making all of this up. Oh, if only we had a black chicken. He's a liar. He's making this all up. You used to be recognized around the courtyards, but the memory is fading. That's it. Draw your sword. Let's see if you're more than just a trickster. Oh, no. In your current state, I didn't expect much more. You're lucky I didn't feel quite like fighting right now. Your Grace, of course it's just a hoax, but it doesn't matter. The message is what's important. The story warms people's hearts. It gives hope for better tomorrow. People always think that they see basilisks, lichens, strigas. Well, it's usually a fox, stray dog, or even a cat. If I bring them a boar skin or a deer horn and tell them it was a monster, they'll sleep better at night. They can get back to work feeling safe. If I make extra gold on the side, so what? Aren't we all frauds? Kings, for example. People always come to see the king because he knows everything. They expect you to give wise advice. They'll put their greatest trust in your words. But answer yourself. Do you always know what to do? I'm always seeing basilisks. What? What? How? Are you... Dan, is there something you need to tell us? Are you too a basilisk? I know. I see your point. I do see his point. I could use some peace of mind knowing that there's monsters in the forests. You think dungeon? I think maybe dungeon too. Your Grace, surely we can't allow him to spread more lies. I won't allow this. If you let Notsky join your banner, then I won't stand by your side. The turmoil, he could stab me and no one would even know. Okay, do you know what? That's fair. Jovan, a good guy. He trains with me. I'll make sure to send my recommendation. Don't forget that. Now, if we side with Sir Frederick, we get both him and his ally. So we get a bigger army. If we side with the Dragon Slayer, it seems like the chaotic choice. I think we're going to have to do this sensibly. I think we're going to have to go with the side of Sir Frederick. Jordan, how are you doing? Welcome in. Liz, you are so invited. Anyone who wants to join us will be invited. Frederick is a cooler name to keep saying. That's true. That is very, very true. Frederick. Oh, I think I'm on your side here. But their name is the Dragon Slayer. Omni, how was Vampire today? How did it go? Here's the thing. Tell me more. Frederick. We will put him in the fridge right now. Dylan's going to drop some knowledge, I think. Dragon Slayer is better. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm so torn. We could be on either side here. We could definitely be in either side situation. Frederick is aligned with the other lord. That's what I'm saying. We don't like Dragon Slayer, says Sunny. Sounds like it should be Moose Slayer. You know what? You're right. He should not be Dragon Slayer. Without Frederick, you won't get him. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go for Frederick. Sorry. Oh, we got plus 80 men and we can get the other guy going too. Thank you for the lag, Jordan. I appreciate. Don't say however, Dylan. Don't do it. The swear jar's going to be full this month. You can keep going. Are you still vegetarian in Vampire as well? Thank you for the lurk again, Jordan. We're going to do a Waffle Muppet D&D. We can homebrew. We can do Muppets. No, don't take that out of context, please. And thank you. I haven't eaten anyone yet. Yet. I like the yet. Sir Frederick, you have one more battle ahead of you. I knew I could trust your judgment, your grace. Ah, it's time for those with real experience to take the lead in Noxie. A shame, your lord, your grace. It's literally the title of the game. Nonetheless, I wish you the very best in your battle. Oh, I feel like that's a bad idea. We did also lose 180 swords, so we are going to have to do some quick fixing. Aha, we fixed it. We cleaned up the mess. Let's send out for Jovan, because if we get him on side, we've made profit. Lord is currently away. Come back. Come back. I know, Omni, how dare I? I want to add my childhood into a campaign. You could definitely write it into a character for sure. Go for the knight, not the Dragon Slayer. We did. Good, John, good. I had to think about that for a second then because I thought I might have let you down already, but I'm glad that we haven't. Your Grace, normally I wouldn't bother you, but I have no other choice. I'm a merchant, delivering goods from one place to the other. I sell trinkets of all sorts. What do you sell? What wares do you have? Paintings, vintage scrolls, historical relics. I even once had the wooden leg of Vlode the Spindleshanks. Yeah, it went for a crazy 200 pieces of gold. But none of that matters now, as I was robbed on the way back to my hometown Prevesk. If I'm not mistaken, now you need funds to carry on with your journey? Correct. You know, you really know your stuff, Your Grace. I'd only need 23 gold to get back on my feet. I'm a businessman, so I know how to invest this money wisely. I will make a profit in no time. I will repay you as soon as I can, with interest, of course. Do we do it? That would wipe out our whole gold fund. But we will get gold next month? Next week? John, thank you. I appreciate you. And thank you, Willow, for doing the ads command as well. Yes, Nura, it is going to happen. I need to write it now, but we are going to be doing it. Is Vlode the Spindleshanks? Are you writing that down for a D&D name too? Dylan says no. I'm tempted, you know. If it's an investment, but we are only weeks before the battle. If we weren't weeks before the battle, I would say that it's not actually enough Wonga, and we would pay the full 26. But we do need it, don't we? I'm sorry, you'll have to find someone else to help you. What? Why not help a truly honest man? Flowed the Spindleshanks. Oh, that was a good one. I don't know if it was a good one, you know? Right, so Babushka, we gave some gold. These are all the ones that are open at the moment. The court witch has helped the peasants with their shrine. The poet asked for help with his creative block, but the king has turned down the requests in a favour of more important matters, and we did not help Lady Masha, which we probably should have done. So we'll get more people back next week, which will be fantastic. Let's have a look at our allies. We can't invite Joven, which is who we need to invite, because we're only like a couple of weeks away from the fight. So we want Tamagotchi. That's cool. I want a Tamagotchi. Spindleshanks, wasn't that in South Park? Maybe. And I cannot wait to see Neurovoz as well. I've taken a ridiculous amount of Last of Us photos considering I only started it on Wednesday night and my PSN was down for almost, 24 hours. I think that's really cool that you're on it, you know? I think that's really cool. Oh, before we go, I'm going to go and speak to Maya. Oh, I want to make my childhood shows as a D&D campaign. Oh, that would be amazing as well. That would be so cool. Maya, I got to talk to you. I can't, apparently. Sidani's toy. Explain this, Azalea. It's a toy. Yes, Sidani got this toy from Maya. I've seen this toy before. Maya, you're not from Baravia, are you? And my family, we travel a lot. Oh, our wife is here. I was passing by, but I heard all the racket here. Is everything all right, darling? Look at this toy, Aurelia. I recognize this. Of course you do. We saw one just like it when we were robbed by Beirun 13 years earlier. Where did you get this toy from, Maya? My parents travel a lot. We're traveling merchants. They must have bought it somewhere. Your accent, this toy, staying in Devon for a while? You're from Rodovia. What? We never saw that coming. Tell me you didn't know about this, Azalea. Father, please, no. Don't do anything to her. It's my fault. I asked her to visit us. We're preparing for battle. We're planning to repel an attack. But the Rodovians are already in my castle. Know what you did to your father? Eric! Oh, this is bad news, Bears. You did call it. We were there. We knew it. We knew it was a We knew a Rodovian when we saw one. I wish I could, Mr. D. Come back in 2 weeks. Oh, you're up. Why do you feel like... That seems like we're a bad thing for being here. Eric, that's twice now. Oh, Azalea's friend is a Rodovian. We're preparing for a war against them, and yet they're already here. Yes, I had a chat with them already. Azalea won't be seeing her friend anymore. I decided not to kill her, but I banished her from the castle. She's just a girl. Perhaps. But what kind of message does it send? Our daughter playing with the enemy in our castle? You didn't consider letting her stay, did you? You did well. I wouldn't have allowed Mary to stay in our castle. You did well, darling. I actually think maybe we would have. Thank you. Nothing good ever comes from Rodovians. You collapsing, the two of us not being able to conceive an heir? Break your promise and you shall be punished? Your kingdom will be fertile, but you won't see a successor amongst your offspring? Isn't that how it went? When I promised my firstborn daughters to Beirun, I didn't do it because I was afraid of the witch. I did it to protect us. At the time, I thought Beirun was a fool for agreeing to this. Surely a bandit wouldn't be able to travel such a distance, enter the throne room, and dare ask his king for a daughter? And yet, here we are. I'm telling you, it's the witch. I might be wrong, Omni, but I don't think we've banished our daughter. I think we've banished the Rodovian daughter, our daughter's friend. Yeah, Kid's friend got banished. Okay, good. You panicked me for a second there, because I thought maybe we did banish. How else could he become a king? How else could they threaten war? How else that you couldn't have a son? Well, you might be right. I will look into the curse, darling. I'll at least see if we can do it right away. At least I'll be able to help take some of the burden from your shoulders. Thank you. I feel better now. It's time to get up. I guess I better go see Azalea. I think you better had. Oh, this is terrible. Azalea, I don't know if she's going to be upset with us. They are pretty clever. She looks upset. I don't know why. She's just pixels, but she does look upset. I'm sorry, Father. I didn't want to hurt you. I know. I'm fine, just not that young anymore. Doctors say tense situations can have an effect of this kind. I didn't want to affect you. I didn't want to upset you, Father. But why the war, Father? Isn't life difficult enough? Why make things harder for one another? I know that Maya's from Rodovia. When she told me, my heart froze up. Well done on catching the chocolate waffle. I knew that it meant trouble, but I got to know her. They're not bad, they're just like us. Not barbarians, as Mother likes to call them. They attacked our villages. Of course there are bandits, thieves. It doesn't mean they're all like this. You're a king, Father. Tell me, did you never have to punish a thief or a bandit that was from Deverne? Well, just because one person did bad things, does that mean we're all bad? I don't understand why we have to fight. They threatened us. They want to take over our castle. What if you just got it all wrong? We can't risk it, Azalea. It's very complicated. That's a great shame, Father. But who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. That's okay. You can be off topic. I don't think I've ever known anyone to adopt a bat before. Bears, tigers, owls, but you're the first one with a bat. Dezen, we have a bunch of different emotes. We're a very bat-focused little community over here. We've got some bats. So we thought, what better than to adopt a bat? And I'm so glad that we did. It's so nice. It's just nice to support such a wonderful charity as well. We support bats.org.uk through it. So if anyone wants to know who they are, there's the link in chat. But also, they... there is a link to them directly in my panel below the stream. If anyone is on mobile or on PC, you can just press it and go through that if you'd like to donate yourself. But I think, when did we do it? Maybe July? Or I think maybe it was July. So our sponsorship, not a sponsorship, it is a sponsorship. We have sponsored a bat. It'll be over in July. So we're going to have to do a little bit of a incentive to raise the money to do another sponsorship. I think that's so cute though. And I'm glad you agree. I just love it. I love the fact that we're supporting local bats. I say local bats like they're right outside my front door. No, enjoy your BRB. But it's a really cool thing to be able to do. And I'm really proud of our community as well. So it's a type of bat that is, it's not a type of bat as such, but more in the sense that the money goes towards a lot of UK bats and making sure they're looked after and safe. So basically, if there is a UK bat, we've probably put that money into looking after it. So it's a bit of everything, and I just think it's so cute. But I will find the plush that came with it, because it came with a plush, and that is of the... hang on, let me find out, because I want to give you an accurate answer and not just waffle. There we go. Adopting a bat. Adopting a bat. It's a Dorbenton's bat is what it came with. So I know a lot of their focus does go onto the Dorbentons, but there are so many different bats in the UK that are looked after as part of the adoptions. It's really cute. But yeah, thank you so much for asking about that as well. I adore when people pick the out of ordinary animals, rats, bats, lizards. They're ignored by many. I agree, and bats are so important to our ecosystem as well. Not only that, but they're really cool animals. So every time anyone does anything in chat, we use our bats as well. I love our bat emotes so much. And we've got, I think, are any of the bats the follower bats? I don't know, but if they are, feel free to use them. Do you know what? I've never seen... Oh, I'm not really familiar with Batman as much as I should be. I think the only Batman film I've seen is The Dark Knight Rises. Tell me if I'm wrong, chat. We've had this discussion before. Is it The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises? It's the one with Heath Ledger. See you soon, Dylan. I appreciate you. Only this. Thank you. I appreciate you, Sonny. Thank you so much. If you upset a bat, that might be Dracula. Yes. And who wants to upset Dracula? No one. No one wants to. Dark Knight. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. We got the Batman aficionados here. Thank you, Alfie, Anya, Mr. D, and Omni. I've seen The Dark Knight. That's the only one I've seen. Is The Dark Knight Rises the one with Bane then? And I know I asked this a lot. Once more, I do have the memory of a sieve. You should start with Batman and Robin. Is that the animated series? I really don't know. I feel like I should. The skeleton one, but don't know if that's a bat. Wait, there's a skeleton one? Oh, no. The emote. No, that's actually a pig. That's Smalls from Fortnite. That's the worst Batman movie. It was a Batman movie? Test their endurance from the start. You know what? To be fair, I'm seeing what you're saying. I'm hearing what you're putting down. Who should we invite this time round? I really want to invite this person. How do we know who we're allied with? Is it in the archives? I'm assuming, possibly. I don't know. I wish I had like a list of everyone that we were allied with. Let's bring Grego, because Grego has something to say. So let's bring him back. Mr. Enigma is the way forward. Is that one of the bad guys? Oh, the Riddler. Who is that? Jim Carrey? Because Jim Carrey played the Riddler at some point, didn't he? Got it, Mr. D. Thank you. Okay, going forward another week. And we are going to save it here and come back in on the next stream. You know the rules. If Dylan leaves... If Dylan leaves... Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today and joining me on stream. It has been an absolute pleasure to see you all. Do you know what? It's always a coincidence. It is 100% a massive coincidence every single time, Willow. And I am baffled by it. Oh, but okay, Reese is here. We can keep going. Does raid continue? Yes, stream continues. No, raid does not continue. Stream continues. Reese, I know what you mean and I'm confused too. I have not played the Playtale games, but I really like to because a friend of the channel, Anna, was the main voice and she's wonderful and I'd love to support and not even support, but just hear her do the voice. You need to know about Batman and Robin is this rough quote from Tim Burton. Wait, I don't think I'm going to read that out loud, but that's true. Hang on a minute. Why? I never noticed there were nipples on the batsuit. Dylan is not my partner. Dylan and I live very, very... Not that it matters. We live very, very far away from each other. But not my partner. You're back tomorrow. I am back tomorrow. We are back with Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow. I'm so excited. We're going to be doing some Baldur's Gate 3, continuing with our Alpha Bard playthrough. We're playing as a bard. Willow, thank you so much for knowing words. I appreciate you so much. Why do I forget them all so often and so easily? I mean, I won't check that out, but I might have to check that out as well. Thank you so much. Oh, Westy, does that mean the thing didn't happen? I really hope you're okay either way, but I really appreciate you. Thank you. And I'm really glad you enjoyed the stream. Oh, now I feel like I should continue the stream. I'm not going to. Clooney and the bat nipples. Clooney and the bat nipples. That's exactly what we're talking about. Thank you so much to everyone who has followed today. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much to everyone who took part in the sponsorship as well so far. You're all lovely. I'm so sorry. Reese, we had one of your friends in earlier. We had Capitan Punkelberg. You're so welcome, Dizen. It's lovely to have you here. I appreciate you lots and lots. I'm tired of talking to what I think is bots. Shika, hello. I'm not a bot. It's lovely to see you. Thank you so much, Mike, for being here. Now, friends, we are doing a raid today. Now, I need your help on this one because it was my friend's birthday, right, the other day. Right. This is what I would like you to post in the chat, right? Hold on. What I'm doing is I'm finding one of the Twitch emotes. There we go. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is the new raid message, everyone. We are gonna go and see Ark because it's his birthday. Okay, Westy, I'll send you a message. Don't worry. Don't worry. But I really appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. We're gonna go and see Ark. Ark is doing a subathon to celebrate his birthday, which was yesterday. So we're gonna go and say hello. Now keep in mind, Ark streams aren't what are they called? They're not they're 18 plus. They're 18 plus. I don't swear, he does swear, but please hang out if you want to. It's so lovely over there. Give him all of the love. In fact, it's Ark 1 today, so we're gonna find out more about Ark 1 because I know nothing about him. Ark 2 is currently the streamer, so Thank you, Chica. That's nice. Please use the birthday message, everyone. It's gonna come up when I go on my end screen as not the birthday message, so just ignore that one. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you.